Hello, Mr. Akwaba. Akwaba. Today is it's been a hot day, so if you can just see it, just join us briefly. Just see it, join us briefly. And I mean, we are late. We are late because it was hectic. So just a brief one. Then we just go to sleep. Thank you very much. Ose, anyone? Ose, we were you, mama. You can share. You can share with somebody so that they can join if they are not asleep. Champion man, this sheba, no, me say, call sorry. I see. Thank you for taking your time to be here. Thank you. So you can share it so people who are here. I mean, just join it, and I will be something say, I didn't know. I was just contemplating, and we had a program, so a chair hododo. Very nice. I said, Breum Kakra, and then Tia. And I'm also a twaba. Tina is a crum, so I Tia say, the man Crawford's when Kakra. So, share so that people can know that we are here. We want to talk about something: income and net worth, income generating assets, income and net worth. So yes, show down, honorable. So we were in a class. So thank you very much. Share it. Let people know that we are here. They can join. It's always good that you educate yourself. So every now and then we come here, we all learn. People share their stories. People share their insight, and they help us. And for me, many times when you struggle with something, it's because you are not having different inflow of information. You are not, because what really moves people forward is the information. So if the information is weak, the people will struggle. But if the information is improving, if it's regenerating, if it's growing, the people will grow. So those who are very much disadvantaged are those without any proper access to information. And I think what we share here, no matter you share many times they help us to also think through. And the testimonies, the reports, just a few that we share with you, almost every time somebody will just send you a message to say that I watch some of the things that you teach, and I use them. So people, I can say that many people are buying land for farmlands, 10 acres, 20 acres, 100 acres, 1 acre, purely because some of them had access to what we teach. People are starting businesses, all kind of things. And I think that Africans, our advantage is to just start something, start a business. It's very difficult to build financial freedom if you don't have good source of income. If you don't have very good source of income, it's very much tough. And nobody really builds any significant wealth with just one source of income. Very few people can build any significant wealth with just one source of income. Very much difficult. It's almost impossible. Especially Ghana. So, and if you don't have, substantial amount of money, you know, growing up, you see our parents, especially those who are on salary, every 2 weeks, you won't say Nasikanasa, no train, no overdraft, because the source of income was just one. And if your source of income is just one, you struggle with your finances, no matter how prudent you are, even if it's only you. And if you have children and you have parents, cousins, it becomes difficult. So today we want to talk about income and net worth. Income generating asset. I will explain. So if you don't have copies of our books, this is Unlimited Opportunities. They are all on Kindle, Amazon. You can get copies. Or Ghana as well, we can send you copies. These books are good, They will help you. African advantage. You have to be positive. Positivity is required for anything in this life. If you are so negative, you struggle. You don't tell us that you're very objective. We are not talking about being objective. You're talking about you being optimistic. It's an ingredient for life and for success. If you're not optimistic, if you're not positive as a person, if everything you see the negative, you struggle. You struggle. And so you look at your friends who are very much always negative. They don't trust anybody. They don't trust anything. They don't trust any system. They walk alone. They struggle. Every idea, they shoot it down because they are not sure it's going to succeed. You will struggle. So get copies of African Advantage. This is resilience. You have to be tough for the journey. It's not for the weak in this life. The journey is for the strong. Streamline how to teach yourself money. If you don't have any knowledge on money, you can add, can get some from this book. But you have to be intentional to study it. You have learned about nursing, teaching, policing, military, agriculture, learn about money as well because you're all using it. Be a Yusubi. The always we a driver, we a mate, we a tailor, we a seamstress, we not watch it on pay information, especially money. Because without financial freedom, this world, whether your child will go to school or they will not go to proper school if you want, whether you live in a nice area or not so nice area, whether even when you're sick, you have to go to work, depends on the kind of financial information that you have. And if you don't have good quality financial information, you make very bad choices on money. And once you start to make bad choices on money, you're not going to do well with your finances, which means that you struggle or your life, They say that money is one of the main reasons that make marriages, people separate. It's one of the key reasons why there is high rate of divorce. It's money related, complications. Many people they struggle because they work. They don't have time to do any other thing. It's work, and many times when couples disagree, many of the time it's about money. Money. So if you can talk about money and agree on money and openly discuss it and not hide it from the other person, there is a high tendency that he will do well. Many friends have separated because of money. One borrowed the other and they didn't bring back. Many great friends or companies have gone to court because of disagreement on money. Money is a strong force. So you don't deceive yourself, you study it. So income. If you want to build wealth, you have to focus on income. You have to focus on income. You have to focus on income. Build one. Even if you are one person, don't just convince yourself you're a teacher. Government is paying you salary. What else can you add? And the more sources of income that you can add, the better for you. So can you start extra classes? Can you sell something in the evening? Can you sell something over the internet to your friends? What else can you do to have other source of income? Is key. If the more you're able to master income, and different sources, the better for you. I'm not talking of salary increment. I'm saying there's different sources of income. So you do something, it gives you 1,000 a month. You do another thing, it gives you 300 cedis a month. Another one gives you 400 cedis a month. The whole month. If you look at yourself, how much do you make? If it's your business, how much comes in? If it's your personal life, how much comes in? Count on that, because on the journey to financial independence, financial security, financial freedom, look at it. If you can count look at your finger. How much? Where do you get income? Is it just that work that you have, or you have other things that you have invested? If you are 20 years, by the time that you get to 30 years, you must at least, you shouldn't depend on one source of income. You should not. It's very difficult for you to build any significant financial success if you just wholly depend on one source of income. Very few people are paid so much in hundreds of thousands that they don't have to work any other place. Tigana, yeah, especially if you're an African, and it does not even matter where you live. Can you intentionally, and this is something that you have to do intentionally, can you add another source of income? And how are you going to do that? And you must do. You must do. Either you have to be present or you don't have to be present, but there has to be another source of income. Net worth, if you put everything that you have now, you know yourself, all your shoes, all your, your pens, your everything that you have, if you were to value them, how much do you think you can sell them today? Everything that you have today, you sit back, you're 40 years. Maybe you have a house, you have a car, you have a business, whatever that you have. You just put some arbitrary figures on them. How much do you think? If they were to say that, they want to ask how much, maybe is it from 0 to 100,000? Is it from, let's say, okay, from 0 to 1,000? If you put everything that you have today, well, how much value? List all of them. Put some figure on them. Just in your head. Don't don't overestimate the value, but at least fair value. From 0 to 1,000, from 1,000 to 10,000, from 10,000 to 100,000, 100,000 to a million, million to 10 million, 10 million to 100 million to a billion. If you list everything that you have, how much do you think you're worth? Everything that you have, the car that you have, the house that you have, everything in your house. Look at it. How many shoes do you have? Trousers. Maybe you can even add the children. How about do you think if that is what they call net worth? It means that and confirm do mo kanyina faka ho. So boss faka ho. If you plus minus put them together. So let's say you put everything that you think you have value on them. And let's say you come to 10,000, everything that you have, you put all the things, maybe 100 different items, you put them together and you give them value. You total, let's say it's 100,000, 10,000, but you owe some people, you put all of them together, maybe it's 3,000. You do the mathematics, it means that your net worth is 7,000. So if you have to die today, you say that, okay, the man was not, he had something that he left for the children. But if you owe, let's say you owe 20,000 and everything you put together is 10,000, it means that as some tools is our managers or so just a rough, I'm not a fan of that, but just a rough estimate, so your business person, look at the business that you have, look at all the stock, look at the money in the bank, look at the cars in the business. How much do you think this business is worth? How much do you think? You're a doctor. You look at everything that you've been able, what you call assets, you will come to that. Everything that you have, put value on them, calculate all of them and see how much do you think you're worth. They call some people millionaires in economics. Then they're very fan of doing that. They give them some money and they work. They say that if it increases in value somewhere, now I'm a millionaire. So you do yourself and see where is the category. You and your wife, put everything together. Are you, in the thousands? Are you in the 100,000s? Are you in the millions? Where are you? And the other one that is more important is income generating asset. So if you say that is an asset, how much is being generated from that asset? The best of financial freedom is achieved when they are what you call asset is bringing income. It's bringing income. And so those who are wealthy, they've been able to build these assets that bring income. So which asset do you think bring income? Which one do you have? If you look at yourself, all the things that you listed, not just the value, but is it bringing any income? Don't just focus on the value, but is it bringing any income? And those who are very much free, who can quit their job, have focused more on building assets, buying assets, investing in assets that create another source of income. Another source of income. And many times they don't even have to show up for those assets to bring income. So let's say you have built 3-bedroom house, you and your family, and you live there. Does it bring any income? It's different from somebody else who has also another same 3-bedroom house that he's rented. And if that person has rented that is an asset that is bringing income. Let's say you have a nice car, Toyota Corolla, you drive it to work and you come home. Does it bring any income? If somebody else has that car and they are renting it to somebody, and every month money comes from that business, from that car. Maybe that becomes an asset. Maybe you have a certificate, you're a pharmacist, and somebody else will say that I need a certificate to open a pharmacy shop. That certificate is bringing some income. So that becomes an asset. So your certificate, who is paying you, or you're just keeping it? Me, man, nobody pays me anything. My certificate is in the box somewhere. So I don't know whether it's an asset. But some people, they have certificate is an asset. Why? Because somebody else is paying them. They need it. So look around you. What are the things that you've been able to create? What are the things that you've been able to invest in? What are the things that you've been able to build that bring you income? If you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 100, and every one of them brings you bits and pieces every month, and you calculate them, you are on your way to financial liberty. And you will know it, because in that case, all those continue to bring a lot of money. And if a lot, all those, if you put them together, check your asset. What money do they bring? How much is it? Those that generate income, how much is it? Every month, they bring you from 0 to 1,000, 1,000 to 10,000, 10,000 to 100,000, 100,000 to 1 million. All the things that you've been able to build, how much do they bring every month? How much do they bring every month? Break these things down. Every one of us, it depends on Obian in the situation, in the situation, Obian in the situation, Obian in the level, or Obian journey, but basic understanding, income, net worth, and income generating assets. Income, net worth, and income generating asset. So can we say, and every one of us can do something like that. So list all those entities. What have you been able to build that generate income for you? For most people who are employees, so your job is just one key area that brings you money. It's key. But we are saying that if you want to build significant wealth or net worth, it's very difficult for you to just depend on one source of income, which means that job must be a conduit that you use to build other income generating assets. Other income generating asset, and everything that you have that you call asset, if you put value on them, how much are you worth as an individual? So how many shares do you have? If you have to sell all of them today, everything, jewelry, books that you have bought, computer, everything, because that is what the other people that they are calling billionaires and millionaires, that's what they do anyway. The only thing is that they do it in a different form. So in your country, some people can easily say that they are millionaires, and all that it means is that they have a house with a mortgage on it. If the house has increased in value, if they take what they owe in the current price, they say that they are millionaires. Maybe you have jewelry, gold, diamond, or everything that you have. If you do, so your business, if you are assessing your business now, if you look at the stock, if you look at everything, how much do you think that business is worth? And many times, how much income is that business bringing for the whole year? That business that you have, how much income are you generating from that business? I'm not even talking of profit. How much income is coming from that business? What category are you in? So if you look at all the things that you put the business together, if you were to dissolve the business today, would you be in debt, or you will have something to show as having worked for all these years? So every now and then do that kind of exercise. If nobody knows it early, you just appear. So some of you may be, millionaires, and you may not even say that. Some of you may be worth so much, and you may not even pay attention to that. And yet some people are always there. Every day you hear them, they have added 10 billion to their, because the stock market has gone up somewhere. Every now and then, do this kind of analysis. But the most important thing is that these exercises, they help you to really position your finances, because it's difficult for you to win this financial game if you're not informed, if you don't have the hardcore data, if you don't know. That's why they gave you Excel. That's why you have your phone. That is why you have your phone. So list, even if you can't list everything, just put, I used to do this long ago. Every now and then you Excel them, say, okay, all the things. So when you owe, you see that, okay, so all the people, all the mobile money joint, mobile money, MTN, Ni na de ahye so. Nkrofo so de ka. Wo ye de obuntua. Nkrofo de obuka wontua nyina fa hye so. Na we are say, "Ai, this is say zenga make us say me say so what category are you? How much do you think you have? How much do you think? It's not, we are not talking of whether it's dollar or cedi, whichever economy that you're operating, you start. How much do you think you are worth? How much do you think you're worth? And you can always increase the worth if you start to focus on the income. And the best form is when you invest over time in assets that generate income. So my name is Obendako, and then over the weekend, over the week, we had some 3 seminars, and we went to Cape Coast. We met these schools. My friend Addison, he had this program, Emotional Intelligence Africa Summit, and he brought a lot of chiefs there, some politicians there, and it was great talking to these young minds. So a lot of students from all these secondary schools in Cape Coast, they came there, many people, and we had a good time talking to them. And today we were in a small meeting. It's a mentorship program, and we went there as well, and we gave some talk. So when we came, we were very not so much. That's why I came in late, but I just felt that because I didn't put anything there, because at least I know that some people sent message that why are we not doing a program today? So I had to come and report that we are doing program today. So it's brief. One, so income is key. But on that, everybody can generate something. Every one of us over time. You just have to have a structure. So for many people, the only source of income is their job. That's why they struggle financially. The only source of income is their job. That's why they struggle financially. And for many people, they don't even have any idea how much that everything that they have, if they put them together, how much value that they have. They have never done it. So your pen, your phone, your bag, your slippers, everything, put them together, put a net value there and see how much do you think that you have. If your business person is the same. If you have a cocoa farm, how much? If you have to sell that cocoa farm today, how much is it? If you own properties, land, apartment, how much is each of them? If you put all of them together, how much do you think you're worth? Whatever that you have, the iPhone, everything, and all the people that you owe, put them there together too. It's not you. So you have to do that all the time. You have to do that all the time, at least, so that when you are going in ditch, when you are going over the cliff, you will know that this is Yamiteki, and yet, so that you will know how much debt you have to carry. Some people, they think that the car that they have, Mercedes-Benz, that you have very slick, and you have debt on it, but it's not generating any other income. You drive it to work, you bring it home, you drive it to work, and it's not generating anything. Yet you're working to feed that. You will not worth anything. You'll struggle financially. The people who can boldly say, I'm not going to work again, and my life is not going to go down, I can still hold on to my financial responsibilities, our family can still be happy, are people who have over time invested in income generating assets. So your business is one of them. The land that you bought in your village for cocoa farm can be one of them. The apartment that you're building for rent can be one of them. The business, the books that you're writing that people are buying can be one of them. If you have an online business, it can be one of them. They call some things affiliate marketing, can be one of them. There are so many things. Some people have, crypto, all kind of things. Some people do Forex. What is it that you are investing money in that is also bringing you money? Some people just focus on maybe some stocks, some bonds, some mutual funds. Is all. Put them together. Those are value. If you ought to put all of them together, do calculation and see. Because sometimes when we hear he's a billionaire, he's a millionaire. Many times you may even be, a millionaire as well. It's just a term, just a jargon. But at least know how much you are worth every now and then, so that you can see your growth. When you're doing business, you should know how much the business is worth this year. Next year, how much the business is also worth, so that you can pick. It's difficult for you to grow in something that you cannot measure. So if the business is doing 100,000 this year, you should know that business that is generating that much income, how much value do you place on that business? If your business was able to do 100,000 this year, if let's say you were to sell that business, how much would you sell that business with everything that is, all the things that the business owns? If you put everything together, how much value would you place on that business? So if you yourself, how much value do you think you place on yourself? Don't say that it's not important. It's important. Do that. Income, net worth, and income generating asset. So you should focus on. For me, you should not focus on luxury, or you should not focus on comfort. You should focus on investing in assets that generate income. And so if those assets generate income more than what you need, then automatically you are free. So long as those assets are still in good shape, you don't have to go and take any job again, because now you can live with the money that comes from those assets. And for me, it's a strategy every one of us can build. And that's why you're building that business. That's why you want to start that farm. That's why you're investing in that thing. So that, let's say you need 5,000 every month to live, but now all your assets are bringing 20,000 every month. Automatically, you can say that you work for free because you so much love your country, so much love the people, so you can work for free. You don't have to bond. If you have to work for the salary to live, you have to pay attention. If you have to work for the salary to live, you have to pay attention. You've not been investing in income generating asset. So the whole year, all the properties that you have, how much do they generate? How much do they generate? Do they generate more than the salary that you get, or how much even your business is making? Do they generate far more than that? If you can do those permutations, you understand finances, and it means that your financial education is up, and that is where you start to see that you can easily be financially free, and you can easily be financially secure and independent. So the things that you're using, that income that is coming from all these, so if the asset is generating income, and you can take that money from the asset and also invest in asset, that will also continue. And if you can have that cycle, or have that continuity, then that is it. And that's what all these big players that you see, that's what they do. They're able to succeed in building one business. That business starts to bring a lot of money. They invest in another business. That starts to bring another money. They invest in another business. And if you look at our economy, all of us can do that. All of us can do that. Your provision shop, you start to bring something like that. You invest in maybe in MTN mobile money. You start to bring money. You start another maybe rice selling. Another one, you go to maize farming. Another one, you go to opening a hospital. You open a school. You build a factory. You start to invest in all those. Those become assets that bring you money. And that is the point, that you become financially free indeed. Those who have been programmed to only look for salary, struggle all their lives financially. They are supposed to use the salary to build assets that will continue to generate income. And even if it's bringing 1 cedi, you have done a great work. And if it's bringing 2 cedi, you have done a great work. If it's bringing 10 cedi every month, you have done great work, because that is a concept. You want to test something. It's a model. If it's working, then you can expand it. If it's working, then you can expand it. It's not so much how much of the car that you drive. No, it's not so much how much of the house that you live in. No, it's not so much where your children even go to school and how much school fees that you're paying. It's not so much of those. It's more of the lifestyle that you have and the assets that you have invested in that bring you money. If you understand these numbers, then you can be free. if these things confuse you, I bet you are going to struggle all your life. You're going to struggle all your life. So my name is Robin Darko. Today we are talking about income, and we are talking about net worth, and we are talking about income generating assets, and we are saying that income, sikana wunyan, and any income, and to be a trotro driver, sika me boss de mame, boss me biano, and the choba minyan tambiano, and any sika baminsem, that is my income. Maybe I'm a yang empreco, boss me and sembia me tonibi, that is an income. Maybe I'm to me do brofo, we try banchi, we do So, this one, Tony Bruni, well, Sassican, if you have any, those are classified as income. And the Casas Osika Sembe, ya, Sano man, I was a dorsum. So I say, a dorsum, we are once and now what? To Busmi be and also Husika, one of Busia for you now, Musu. Because media minimo, and I'm the means album, Debbie, you have to know. You have to know. How much do you use, you and your friends, you and your wife, you and your children, every month? How much is the school fees? Every day, if the children are going to school, you give them 5 cedi. If you put them together, every one of them is spend. How much are you spending on every one of the students or of the children? If you have 5 of them, put all of them together. And the time they are all his kind so granted the be a umbeyare with the hospital in our zotia. Maybe our extra classes, Nina can walk out so out sika be auto tight, Christopher. So Nina kikabum. It is a who idea was the Missika sense. Only who idea, not just a nyabi, because one tears it. They said will be our say obeso sidai, and as was a breacher, but when is to block fat, wouldn't me sit down money here. So what I say, these things you must know. And we are saying that Ujina was here. You can't be beer, unkukone, wine, you can't be beer boba. Said our audience said about since I say a ton of one over Japadia, said they also said about how much are you worth? How much are you worth? How much? Wakotobia Sinahan Kiabi is if you deb ninja ni grabo is your is as all ton is accurate send it about. We shut it out and said it about watching our ton said about Tanina album near me. How much do you think you're worth? Is it a million? Is it 100,000? Is it 20,000? Is it 30,000? They're saying that if you put all those value together, that maybe is how much you're worth. That house. So uncompleted house now wanna what bressa we are nesi with this kind of question for him. Would they show 5 years in here? Would the best 70,000, 100,000 question? Bravo brea sana ucha block. But so the says cano a codo banchiphobia, something can wato, cadano quasi. So and many of us we should have a formula. You should have a formula. Not more than 10% of your value should go into a house that you're building to live in. Not more than. That's how people don't have financial freedom, because they use 90% of all the money that comes to them to build the house that they live in. So everything that they are worth is in the house that they live in. And that house is not bringing any money. So every time they are waiting for the salary. That's why they struggle. That is why they struggle. But the people who are worth anything, 10% of what they have is in the house that they live in. So really, if the house does not bring any money, they don't care, because 90% is invested in income generating assets. Sometimes even more. Sometimes it's just 1% of what they have is the worth of the house that they live in. 99% is invested in businesses, in farms, in apartments, in all kind of businesses that they have. So they generate more than what they use, and that is why they are free financially. That is why they are free financially. So you have to do the mathematics yourself. Think through all the time. There's something that you have to do, because there's 1 year pet, and it's not like we this game, bro. We have a camera, and so to her, no, no. It's a formula that you have to have. You have to sit down. Myself and my wife, we are always calculating, always doing mathematics, always doing permutation. You want to go onto this project. Are you going to be can you do it, or you have to slow down, or you have to stop this one and focus more here, generate income, go back here? What is it? Always you're doing calculation, you're planning, and see if you miss the decision, which most often, most likely you can miss some of them. It's okay. Go back, rectify it, get back to track. These are the things that you focus on. And it's a duty. Don't just say that one day, because it's a formula. It's a formula. You must have it. So if you focus on this income, you focus on that, you calculate the net worth, and you focus on the things that these assets must generate. And if you set it in motion, there's no way that in 5 years, in 3 years, in 10 years, you will not be financially free. And it really does not matter whether you live in Ghana or anywhere. With Ghana, this formula, your teacher, income from government, that is your income. What are the other things that you can do that will bring other money? The time that you have after 2 o'clock, after 3 o'clock, what do you use your time to do? That period, you can work from 4 o'clock to 10 or 12. Do other things to generate income. You can bake bread, you can farm, You can sell something, you can go to the market. Meaning the teacher need to me after what is it? After work, you can go to the market and sell tomato. I don't understand why you can't. You can do that. You get a table. After work, you go there, you sell. And if that becomes another source of income, and if you do your mathematics and invest that source of income in another thing in that village, you teach somewhere, you say there are no opportunities. But people have cattle. People are rearing goat, sheep. Bimukra yen koto, bimo ye fish. Or to us opportunity be anyone who told you. Some people are doing cassava farming, and you are there with your English, waiting for Kufado's money, 1,000 cedis a month. You cannot be financially free, and that is why you say that there are no opportunities. There are opportunities. It's how you break them in your head. So the income is that you must increase the income. If you're struggling financially, it's because the income is not good. If you're struggling financially, it's because the income is not sufficient. If you have good heart and you can pay that debt as you want, it's because the income is not enough. That's all. If you increase the income, you pay that person. As simple as that. If you increase the income, and all of us can increase the income. Everywhere that you are, all of us can increase the income. And also the unify with single room or no mommy and son of them or pen or certificate. For value to so how much is it? Is 100,000 or a million? Is 20,000 or 30,000? That's it. So you know your value. And you tell yourself that a year, the next 12 months, this 100,000, which is my net, this is my worth, value, I want to raise it to 200,000. So how am I going to do that? By increasing income. Once you increase income, you focus on buying these assets that will also generate income. And once you do that, it's just a formula. There's no way that you fail. Take it from me. You can sell Kobe and still build wealth. You can sell anything and still build wealth. It really does not matter. There's somebody who said that it's not a big business. No, it's the formula that the people have. It's the formula that they have. It's the understanding. It's how they break these things. If they're able to break these things, they will they will build something significant. Income generating asset. No matter where you live, if you can't understand these things and how they operate, maybe I will be and so on all your life, you still will struggle with money. That's why people will be working 2-3 jobs and they still don't have much. Because when they even have income, they put it in things that do not bring any other money, and the things that they invest in, the value does not even improve, it doesn't increase. And that is why most people struggle financially. That is why most people struggle. So wake up. I said, I'm going to try this business and see. I want to sell something. I want to add different sources of income to what I have. And I want to make sure that everything that I'm investing in is also bringing money. Everything that I'm investing in is also bringing money. And so if you invest to a certain limit, you can just see worries so much. So now your family, you spend 10,000, but you see that all your assets are bringing maybe 200. No matter what, now you can go and buy Bugatti. Now you can go and buy Range Rover. Now you can buy all those and they still be free. Why? Because you are generating. You have to use your time to do that. And the earlier you'll be free financially. If you understand this formula, you income, because you can have income without having a job. That's the young people. You can have income without having a job, Can you sell something without having salary, actually, without somebody paying you? So you have completed school. Also will be on for you that is an income. Ubit my construction site, that is an income. Ubit my extra classes, that is an income. You can go to the market and help somebody, that's an income. Be proud of it and start to invest that income in another thing that will bring you money. And if you have a formula and you stay with it over time, you see that you have been able to build something significant. And that's what we have used, from our businesses, we're able to invest in other things that bring money, So even if you take the business out, we still have income generating assets. If you take the business out, we can survive. We can survive without any problem. Problem. That's what I call it. The problem. No, no, without any problem. Without any problem at all. Why? Because it's a formula. And that's why you have to be very much frugal. If you want, you have to be very much prudent and stay with the formula that you design. So when others are rushing to waste their money, you're still very much careful. So you think through a lot, you plan a lot so that you don't become wasteful. And if you continue to do that, you can just use one or two, three asset and get into this freedom easily. So you get to a point when you are 65, you don't have to take another job if you don't want to, because your assets are bringing money. There are many people around 65 who don't have anything. They are going into retirement, but they don't have any asset that is bringing any income. They don't have anything. So nothing brings 100,000, nothing brings 1,000 cedis a month, nothing brings 200,000 cedis a month, nothing brings 10,000 cedis a month. No, except the insurance or the Senate or something like that. You cannot depend on them. You must have things that you have control over. So, what are the things that you're using your youthful way, your youthful years to do? That when you are at a stage where you can't work anymore, those things will continue to bring income. Really, that is financial. So if you all the money that you have, you're changing cars and changing girls, okay, that is also not bad. But they should generate income. They should generate income. So if you're not generating any income, you must wake up. If you have anything that you have value on, so all the things that you listed, that you say that they have value, do they bring any income? The things that you have in your house, the things that you have as an individual, as a family, as a company that you call asset, do they bring any income? Or they are just there? Do they bring any income? Who can you rent them to? Who can you give them to? There are things in your house that you can rent to somebody, and every month they can give you something. If you pay attention, there are things in your house that you can sell and get money from. You are not using them. Why are you keeping them there? You keep them there for all these years, they don't bring anything, and yet you're working 3 jobs. You're breaking down. But there are so many things in that you have kept them, nobody. Sell them, raise money, invest in something. Start a farm, start a poultry, start something, open a shop, open a school, go to the internet, look at what you can put money in to generate income, educate yourself. So that your salary, if you have 100,000 coming, maybe your salary is just 10%. The 90%, you don't really have to work for that 90% to come. That way, when you go to work and they insult you, you will not be sad. You'll not be pain. And if they threaten to sack you, you will not so much worry. Why? Because you have assets that are generating income for you. You have assets that are generating income for you. This one is your duty. It's my duty. Everyone. And these are the things that you teach your children as well. Income generating asset. And all the rich people that you see, they may have different values, but that is what they generate. So almost all the time, they're investing in assets. They're investing in businesses that bring money. They're investing, they're always, having business partnership. Their one business is coming. Look at Dangote, for instance. He's always investing in something that is going to bring another. So he's employing a lot of people constantly. And that's why they create value. That's why they increase their net as worth all the time, because they're investing in income generating asset all the time. That's the formula they use. There is income, they know their net worth, and they investing in income generating asset, and that will increase their net worth all the time. That is that, and that's why when you have moved from here to here, that's what they do. So at the personal level, maybe you can call it as informal. At the primary basic level, you must know that. You must know this is what we are worth this year. These are the sources of income that we have. These are the assets that are generating. These are the assets that we have. Those assets that you think the asset, if they are not bringing any income, they are not helping you. Can you see how they can bring income to you? Can you work on that? And every one of us, no matter where we are, we can do something about this, because many people only think about pay, salary. No, focus on income generating asset, and you see that you have freedom. You have freedom all the time. You have freedom all the time. So thank you very much. for watching. You can join us. I've shared the link. You can join us briefly. Today we should be able to close early. I promised this one, but I hope that today we'll close just about the next 40 minutes. So you can join us if you want to join us. Income generating asset. Learn it, study it. You study, you polish it, you correct it all the time, and you'll be fine. You always correcting something, learning something. As Africans, the world global financial structure decided to put us at the bottom, and so if you don't lift yourself, there's no way that anybody is going to pay you enough for you to have financial freedom. They don't want you to have financial freedom. If you have financial freedom, how can they control you? You know, so they would, if you have enough money, they would not be happy. So you must build and step and look at that. Where do you position yourself? If you don't position yourself well, you're not going to win. And if you don't win financially, it's likely that you're going to lose in your health, in your relationships, in everything. Because financial freedom is key. And these are basic primary principles that anybody, whether you have gone to school, you have not gone to school, whether you understand this, you don't understand it, all of us can do something that will make us free. So income, net worth, and income generating asset. So thank you very much. Charles, wait, Makasa. Chaze, Kasa. Of family also.
Abusuafoɔ mekyia wo bebree kyerɛ nyame ase sɛ ɔpem ɔda te nyinaa so na ɔtumi aboa na wode yɛ lectures abrɛ fakyɛ ɛnsɛ ɛhu sɛ wo da biara wotoɔ na sɛ nsuo asikyire ɛtɔɔ no mu no a dede na asikyire no ama yɛ na ɛho ɔden wo mixe ɛno nti yɛbusabusa waseɛ no ɛnyɛ biribiara nti ɛwɔ mu sɛ wo so wɔ adwuma de egu anim bebrebe obiara nso rehwɛ ɔkyerɛ kwan nti saa na ɛbɛba ɛduru bi ɛbɛte aseɛ
Chaze, ɛsɛ da wase.
Because na kan sɛ yɛtɔn yɛn ho nneɛma nyinaa na bɛde ne yɛho yɛbɛtumi ahu sɛ deɛ ne yɛwɔ asɛ value ɛwɔ nneɛma yɛwɔ ho iPhone yɛbɛtumi akɔtɔ no bi a 1.5 but 1.5 no after 1 year pɛpɛɛpɛ na new model ba na ɛnyɛ value bio na swat nti asase nso so deɛ anaasɛ dwumadie bi a ɛde bɛyɛ bia nso ne ba so a woyisu the same sika no kɔtɔ a value bɛba ho after some while wobɛtumi akɔtɔ mpaboa Nike new one wobɛhyɛ after 1 year pɛpɛpɛ na mpaboa no wɔ sɛ wo saa sesa na sɛ ɔyɛ dɛ and saa de same sika nso so no wode kɔtɔ biribi asase a nka bi a at least 1 year no nka wobɛnya so mfa so nti no yɛda ase nyame nhyira wo
Amen.
mfɛ sɛ yɛyɛ blessed sɛ yɛnya wo ne nyinaa sɛ yɛn nso yɛbɛtumi aboa na yɛ like ne subscribe wo channel sɛ yɛbɛyɛ at least no before 2024 no deɛ na yɛduru 10,000 nti abusuafoɔ yɛwɔ bronya deɛ yɛde bɛma yɛ papa no a ɛnoa ne deɛ ɛgu so yɛyɛ no 10,000 subscribers no deɛ wɔ sɛ yɛdu na yɛ papa nso so ntimi nya sika kakra ɛmfa nyɛ ɛmmɔ no adwuma no because ɛno ne yɛbɛtumi akɔ akyire ɛnyɛ deɛ ɛkeka sɛ yɛ paap nyame nhyira no nko a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛde dwumadie nso ka akyire ɔsie yɛyɔ nti papa yɛda ase nyame nhyira wɔ biara nso
Amen. Yɛsɛ da ase. Dominic Kasa. Dominic Kasa. Okay. Dominic, what do you mean, Kasa? Hello? What do you mean, Okay. So what do you mean, Kasa? All right. I'm here. You go so just a minute. Let's see. Okay. Of a man, look at sir. I'm here to make
Well, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I was not going to tell you now. And I near one Daka, but I will explain actually. Is it your time, your school time, near sorry time, your friend Niagara, you know? Yeah. A nice topic now, their mind, income generating assets now, kind of. But that you and maybe I need the admin excess so say be it depends be say person create business. But business no na is it a bit appreciate your sika and I say a bit depreciate into and the duration the bit lasting. I was okay, I deal with my way a bit be 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. I bet keep bringing me income and making me I share other places. My source of income, a bit awesome. So first, field now be we have to study the field that call for business, Now, obiazuzu bibi na so person ye bia na what study field na say really no say a generative scanner senia na sika me de be hye business no. How long a bit me a bit chickens and a meruku pusa sika a menya mfaso. Indeed, a business biana, what is a business biana ukoye biana, wabra won't see. But any outcast say you buy a side on your back, you come maybe before ya. You bet me as a crack, say every year you bet me be able. Bet me be a walk could be or only say 3 years after 3 years, the best swam off somehow. Bet me Bianca. Anka Udiana and Canina started say so net here. Every year be out. Maintaining our bet it. A bet yache. Abe. No dia benonymous abe. And one time pen I'll be trabe. Kubenya one. So your name ye side when you do a bit me and my continuous income. I was there. Send okay, I know a budget. I don't know. So would the paper at home. Labor saying a dog. Drew saying I made a cleaning home. But if was a proper say, mammy, betty though. I was all balances. I should know who's okay. So I scarcely me push it say me brew for him and I'm a buyer for him. I feel me fast one. Me person me the about Western world high because had the brainy about so be investing or stocks, dividend stocks. I wouldn't say a returning amount all the time. I'll be out to be at 10, 20 years. By any I see a person about Ghana near Beboa or Ghana near city business or Ghana by Bana air banner. A dear business near near a dear I bet live a lasting to me new one there. Make me money me nana bit make it do businesses because and anonymous and sassy and you fool my hair and then it be an yes you have about twice why you so those are access omujai but it be an book who say I throw a amount but one anonymous sass you more near they do jama those are all part of a friend say income generating assets omuja to home. And also go now you can acquire more. Which not to be a home. So we drain generation there, bano 2, 3, 4 generations a baby with you. It was always to me, yeah, na yet twice. Yeah, twice I said how can we be an train we no 700 no more 1,000 cities yeah we did this when you pay. Wrong. But because my dad I am here, if I quite uniform now. And I will be here the time a fire station for more recruitment a fake. Now me one that's a Ghana no crown fire ambulance no crown send here and a baby share that ben a Ghana fire waiting you do that way mama could 10,000 kwa prepare to we that 10,000 you crying out could you it can't mean fine should be if only you have the information and knowledge we need to bet me at 10 says can around so education have to go send your can and I'm for bed the bed you who didn't was Obet me at Coco. If as long as I generate income, man, no, obet me branch into other places and other side and make things work.
That's
The way they send your
yes.
kind of me have to use my brain to get every amount for problem now. A broad
Okay.
topic, but that's so the other.
Yes.
That's it.
Thank you, sir.
All
Thank
right.
you. All right. Thank you. Ofaima. So, what
Yeah.
Marcus?
But yeah, I'm sure I know what you want.
Yes, sir.
That's yeah for 12. I say that say a bit might be at least sometimes you are saying that I want you had that empty for my empty for my in your so at least maybe back in your be so maybe ha it's a very good idea. But that about the go by to name and I may add as you better ready a bit mayo. I mean,
Okay.
sure, we did better.
All right.
Sure.
I'm sure also. I'm sure. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. Thank you. Ibrahim Kasa. Mo Ibrahim Kasa. Ibrahim Otumeka. I'm saying network na is slow kakra. Nkasa Otumeka Kasa.
Yo, Mr. Obin, I'm sure. And then my church say, and then the young co school, and want to say, yeah, my share actually, sir.
Yeah, call baby. Who's it?
Oh, okay. And then I'm asked, so do I do some gym?
Yeah.
Kakra make for income and net with income generating assets, and say, yeah, as a startup, yeah, but I'm not be for say, yeah, be a control over our money.
Yes.
Teacher no gye sɛ selling as a startup no ɛyɛ kwan a betumi aboa ama yɛtumi account for yɛ sika a ɛbɛyɛ.
That's right.
Ɛhyɛ aseɛ tie o follow na medi ɔnam akyi no. Ama matumi agada me sika first no na me spend a like me taking note of bibia but me hyɛ aseɛ follow no ama ɛhyɛ me ɛsɛ ɛwɔ me laptop so na me di bibia no wɔn sɛ sia sika sei na mde kwa me sɛ sei ɛna aka na sei nso na mayi so atimi aboa me ɛna na business ama sɛte me wɔ records ɛwɔ bibia mu a me de sɛ ɛboa.
That's right.
I can say yeah as a startup no yɛnhwɛ selling side no de sɛ hɔ no me aboa ama yɛn control over our income no.
Amazing.
Na de sɛ de no nso to ho saa na yɛkakoti sika bi a ɛyɛ yi ɛkɔ na ɛba betumi ama yɛwɔ net worth ankasa a yɛwɔ na betumi aboa my business so move further na kakra mɛka I'm sure.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's okay. Ibrahim, what you make out with Makasa? Ibrahim, what you make out with Makasa? Kosi? Hi, Ibrahim, what you make out with Makasa? Yes, also Kosi Kasa.
Okay, Mr. Obin.
Yes, sir.
Me chair will be me da was so near Queen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, where your friend say maker of income generating assets. The maker the hypothesis class young ones now mobile at least say who me find say who abanye juma for me personally no and wo hwe abanye juma sika editua wotena krokesi mu a enya de se ehwedabo a entika wo benya krokuma mu kakra bi a ensanse wo ho no na ka wapre na ye na kid wakoto ho no at least every year bia no your friend is say sika na eba won say ye ditua wo ka no enye de obi ye na wo hwe wo de na wo betimi asegu at least one day ka na your friend say 1 year be out to me clear 1 acre. What be abe? Now be a day your friend is say in Kruma Fasi and I be bisa. Now in Krumani is a care. A bedroom 5 years now, Ben slash as at least right now, no call your friend say internet, YouTube, near there. Yes, so much can I day abe one kasa wobetimi ahye say we process abeno ene ehu enwia ne ade wo ho nyina na your friend say by the time I when you beba ho so na was so much different avenue of your friend say income eba it say what to me eye bi say ya enya de say wuti o ma animu a wo ho be kiro ena enya de say na fa de say wo ho be kiro to the friend say wo people wo say something I was saying the 2 point and now say me yes free food to kakra me be my hypothesis say omuna omo actually no like government income you say enye enough but enye enough no ejina baby a wo bekana e wo Ghana ho no enti food to kakra me dey my young ones na omo actually say omo ehunu say your resources wo ho no na enye sika yedi twa wo ka nko a na obetimi depend wo ho ade aye enti kakra meka e wo your friend say topic no ho no
Yes, sir. That's
it.
Okay. That's it. And Ibrahim Kasa. What do you make? Okay. Oh, mommy.
The best I'm planning. They will tell me. Hello.
Kasa. Yes.
They say that's the part. You kind of open our mind. One mama Tias said, you don't have to be in the Western country before you can become successful. You can become successful anywhere you are. It's all about the mindset. Yes, and I've also learned from you that in order for you to make it in life, it's not about your geographical location. It's not about the country that you are. First of all, for you to make it in life, you have to You have to develop a valuable product that people will pay you money for. You have to exchange your skill set for money. You have to develop a product or have a skill set you can exchange for money. That's how come you can make money. Yeah, so I was planning to travel to the diaspora, but when I was listening to you, I realized no, I have a lot of potential in me, so I can do most of the things here. So I started off as a real estate agent. You understand? In Ghana here. Yeah, I started off as a real estate agent. I help people to rent properties. Yeah, I help people to buy properties. Yeah, I'm in that business. So yeah, so I started small. It wasn't that easy, you understand? So I came to realize that the business is all about the skill set, what you will learn. You learn from your mistakes and you build from it. Yeah, because when I started, because I wasn't in the business, I started off like last year, you understand? And I was failing, and I was learning, I was failing, I was learning. I realized that I was meeting people which I've never met before, you understand? At first, I was being isolated. I can't even go out to meet people. But when I started this business, I realized that in as much as I've not made it liquidly, I've not made the money, but I've been able to build some contacts, which the contacts I'm looking forward to close some deals before the year will end. You understand? So it was by listening to you. I've been following you all the time. I've been looking I've been looking to your video. I've been looking at your video all the time. And then people say, no, I can make it. It doesn't mean that I'm in diaspora. I just have to change my mind, find something doing. You understand? Yeah. So I realized that it will be hard, but definitely, I'm going to make it. So we are able to close some deals in the rental side. So so we get some and the be a packaging and what you say, the be a branding and what you say. Because
Na o Ibrahim, o buy
yeah.
out the front one as out the jiri. O fa taxi na mo ko o tra front one out the jiri.
Oh, maybe a bit na any maybe a some bit chiro. Sometimes sometimes some of the cars, but sometimes let me share client or the car.
Okay.
Me say me ni car there, but me close me 1-2 deals. Let man a car because there is
Agophobia on agent. Udra and or tonight taxi na no or tra front no or just 7. Mufa.
Oh, but I'm able to learn. I'm able to learn more. Agent, like I'm able to learn a skill out of this real estate agency. I'm able to learn what you call land banking. You understand? Land banking. Yeah, and land banking is the process of acquiring landed properties for the purpose of future development or appreciation. You understand?
Right.
So right now, I'm focused on that land banking side. So I've learned everything about how to sell a land, how to get a genuine land.
So where are you? Where are you in Ghana?
I'm currently at Blakuma area, at Blakuma.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, so currently I'm in
land banking.
Yeah, land banking. So right now that's the field that I think I have some expertise in that field. You understand? So I've been able to have this contact of this family that they've given me portions of land to sell. So I can see that I'm not where I started. Right now, people are trusting me, giving me their property to sell for them. You understand? So yeah, so I think in the future I can take this far. Yeah, I'm planning to take this globally. I'm planning to take this globally. I'm planning to take this in Dubai, to take this in UK, US. So it's something that it's something that I think with the hope of Allah, with the hope of Allah in my life, if Allah decree for me to happen, if like Allah has already planned it for it to happen, because I have the vision, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So everything is that you motivated me, yeah. By looking at your video, I realized I can do it, yeah. So kudos to you. Keep on doing what you are doing because you are changing lives, you understand? Yeah, you are changing lives. Yeah, I'm really inspired by whatever you do online. So I'm planning to meet you one of these days because I realize you're also a real estate developer. Yeah, and I'm planning to start developing my own property. So I think we have to meet so that you give me some mentorship.
Wow. Okay.
So I'll leave for other people to talk.
So, boss, let me sound a quick something.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, Mr. Ibrahim. So, that being said, no, you just got in it within a year. So, my question is, how strong is the networking? That field, no. So the people that you say you are meeting a lot of people because I think you said that Mr. Obenkan, and you have to be in this field, no. You didn't be seeker, and you wouldn't be what this field. People don't trust real estate agents. So your honesty and your networking, the type of people that you roll with, and the honesty in this field has to be top notch. Indeed, that is the only thing that I can say. Say you have to hone that experience, moving forward. Because if you talk to anybody about land, I'll say, man, I don't want to deal with these people because every time they are talking about assassin.
To add something to what you say, I think is the best. You have to work with people in honesty. And me watching Obin Dako has made me brand myself corporately because when I started listening to Obin Dako. He was saying something like you have to register your company, have a business account, have an office space. You understand that kind of branding thing. So I took it. So when I started, I registered my company, I had my business account, and I had my office space. So this was something that positioned me outside from the other agent that meet you on the roadside, take your money, and you understand. And so that's what positioned me, you understand. So if you want to work with me, you come to my office, you know where I am. You understand? So next time if you are coming, you know where you are going to see me. So I think when I started with Honesty, I realized I'm meeting a lot of people. I've not made it yet, but with the kind of people I'm meeting, inshallah, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to make a change because I've been meeting more clients who are in the diaspora. So it shows that people are seeing what I'm doing from afar. You understand? I'm just in the I just came in the real estate industry in 2022. So let's say next year January will be my 2 years. Inshallah, I'm hoping to close some deals which can change my life together. It can change my life completely. You understand? So I'm planning to meet you, inshallah. Planning to meet you. Yeah.
Ibrahim, what is your contact?
020.
Okay.
277 0594.
0594.
Yeah, I think you've been sending me videos. 020 277 0594.
All right.
Yeah, I have property and land right now on the marketplace.
Okay. Thank you. Your biggest advantage is you being prompt, being straightforward with your clients, letting them know that you are there to fight for them if there is any problem. You be truthful, you charge on a percentage, you are respectful, you negotiate. People will come to you all the time. Just establish yourself like that. You'll be fine. And you always have recurrent business. Because it's an area that is constant. The challenge is the unprofessionalism.
I have to do something right now.
That's right. The unprofessionalism, the lies. So if you take yourself, say, my word is my bond, there's no way that you'll not win. So thank you, Ibrahim.
Thank you, Obinna. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. All right. Freddie, with Makasa.
Oh, Mr. Obi, where Michelle pa.
Mejoso.
Where there, Mr. Mitie, friends, we show you every time. Every time, yeah, many chance to be here. Even old videos now, we call back.
Yes, sir.
Me dear Mafa Wumu, sometimes we better say, oh, Abutia and Asi saying, you know, win him more sin will be over Ghana. But we say, and you correct. Dear, and church out the channel. Even though say, my starting business 8 years in it, but in church out the channel, I call back. Emma, me could tweak in Emma. And who say, no, I do a sana benyeni ye. And as we be an amaya and basso and as we be signed, you know, I call back now. Mean tracing Emma back. The to me say a poor Biancasa.
Yes, sir.
If you be me business for fee, ubia epese oba. But canena and ka me start to say me be connection guy and no what dinner or do mwaba. But now on church no with me etransima me ka Ghana history and as Africa history any enyema ye wo Ghana. Emma ebi ho kra no mo for many ento sa nyema no so. Ba wono mo kasa ho say yeah sa enema bi ho ye simple but o ma dwen ne so kra. Ana me ka hasetna so no kra wum e de kire wo. Enti Emma right now no nipa no dudu no ho no mo a me no mo ye friend is saying conversation almost starting business e wo fi ankasa.
Wow.
Because one example, my cousin Bako oka uchi excavator. And now what me a year to taxes for. Wow. The offer me last month say ubia no offer me say me na me boa no ho adinto no pese me boa no ba na ono so tima boa on. Enti se minya sa friend say information in free ho a and can say me real connection guy. Inti me tena ye jire phone so be say 1 hour ma me catch no say what me tena system nim obi a say Ghana ye den but what max na ho anya taxes for still we ye wadwuma we ye no inti me ne tena ho me ne kasa ya me no say taxes no kura no fi say emboa because adichia hom say asay we see asay a me say onkoye town land ne boy nyedi na the whole area ni nyina ye nip one place kura na ubetumi aka say oh say me pay aponti ato a ukosa place we a obenya bi ato upodwe ato a obenya bi ato wa me say on why say on fa nani enhwe on fa sika kakra bi start na mom you know on hwe the way dey ebesi o ma tax ne enkoso na na duma na wo yenso enkoso na on start sa na on hwe ade enti me didn't compare a her life and it's about how many years and a bit take here and sana what you settle down na owie kura na the end game saying or best na say what na hanom abakokora because at a long run so we ye den kura wa hana so ze obesan akofia afi na wokosua system no sabre so no abakokora enti benene kasa ya no say cheze odamase pass no on to kwan just that conversation so on to kwan it the menena kan obe start no share say edey obenya mbo na hwade na obi kura ka kire ne pemba on fa ne yankoso it the o ye ni the I think say we the winim say the o ya de pa but the way a cancro no you have no idea.
Wow.
Yes, because into me kaka si bebre because your bonfire mount.
Yes, sir.
Kosuye de oye ni nyina because say obi anhwe obi no one more me TikTok videos and as the thousands no one day but mfa so obi ama nti de oye ndi nipa tu kura hwe a mfa so e ba na mo ti me that's it.
Why that's it. That's why any crash. The catcher which I was on you know. I to be more funding some for. That's it. That's it. Pamford Casa.
Mr. Oben Yankupon.
Amen.
He said there will be a come. In fact, a transforming lives be me in particular may a beneficiary to when church we said the meeting can last time say na me was kaka krebi or bank. Na bram be tea when church said the be increase sika na ade na mkui di be share mobile money. In fact, within 5 months no make say I'm operating on a profit. All those can I banana me the 50 there but me calculate here na me timo say senkes can da ho bi ankasa. Na said the na me kan konfo be wi aye na ade na and was some me won cranshare because every na making kind of book I think streamline na we now was also far for 10 years. Maybe I'm to one about no my dreams 10 years. It's told me not just me there 1 year 2 years me do baby na said ye can say me nua na odin kan kasa ye no kofi o kan se bi eye me de pan o say ebia wo ho betumi abepe land obetumi adua bibi obetumi ayewe na no me ko ofin so kohwe obi adwuma bi na papa e kan sim bi kire me eye ne ya ohun de onye ne ba wo US and also obi ton asase be 30 acres at a rate of 150,000 Ghana cedis. Was in a banameto still an ho den bibi an ban peso nua bia obedua ne ban mra ne da ho ban se da enya de obeye ti me friend banam ne ban kasa de all kan say on person papa be ya fun dwuma bi ne ade na me so on person be ya fun dwuma bi mo obetumi mo bi e mo dwuma no watua oka e kan madam ko me fa ne tinyi na me brain bi tie won me sie gina bi ma me ho say although na me go so a me ye nuoma me kai first day a me bo video me yere da me tensa was papa we na wutie na ntiria da bia nsem a okeka no okeka sa na me say this is my first time I'm meet you no say wow nsem a woken e bia na papa yi ken me say se bi pass ye wo to hiem na se unyini wo hiem na se wo hye wabrabo ase wo hiem enye news kra but se wo di wo hiem no be nyini a eno de ene e great news pa because e wo choice a wo ye dey wo make ye no me di shemitri mu say adam ti obi bi about financial freedom me ankasa no ma start coconut farming
Okay.
Na ɛda metie o message no na mede to me tiri mu sɛ by the age of me ankasa mwɔ 33 years seesei.
Okay.
December yi na mɛhɛ 34. By the time a menya 40 years yɛka me problems a nipa deɛ ɔyɛ dɛn a problems wɔ hɔ but ɛne kwan sɛ sikasɛm bɛka ho.
Whoa.
Nti ɛhyɛ me kwan ma sika bi a ɛbɛba me nsɛm biara no me invest wɔ afuo no mu a mensuro because menim sɛ mede saa adeɛ no ɛɛbuilde me future. Nti baabi a meyɛ adwuma no bi asase no yɛ 7 acres ɛyɛ yɛakyɛ mu 2 different way. Ma locate
Offense
baabi
area hɔ.
a mpakyɛw sisi adeɛ no deɛ wɔn carrier side kuro no yɛfrɛ hɔ Amankyia.
Amankyia. Okay.
Mpakyɛw wɔn carrier.
Mm.
Na mabɔ m'adwene mpɔ sɛ baabi a mesi at least 2 bedroom ɛde asi afuo no mu. Si mu wie a wo a wɔbɛhwɛ saa afuo wei mu no saa 2 bedrooms no wo na wobɛtena mu. Mewie akube no ase no mefɛnse ho nyinaa enwan baabi a ɛyɛ water lodge no mɛyɛ fish pond ne adeɛ wɔ mu. Nti at the end of the month no si nipa no wotua ne sika a ɔno n'ani bɛsɔ koraa adwuma no a ɔyɛ no dɔɔso wombɔ ka. Na me ankasa me engineering work ne deɛ me proceed.
Wow.
Na every weekend biara no maba sɛ deɛ every weekend biara me ba bɛsen yɛ dɛ ɛkɔ mafuo mu.
Wow.
Nti nkyerɛkyerɛ na wɔde ma yɛn no deɛ ɔfa na odi so no no kwasɛm ni sɛ nipa no sɛ ɔwɔ financial stress koraa na ɔde nyansa nketenkete bi ɛka ho ɛne nokoredie sɛdeɛ da biara ɔka no na ɔhyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɔtoto ne nneɛma yie a no kwasɛm ni ɛnyɛ adeɛ a saa ahokyere betumi atena nso akɔsi aseɛ. Ɛnyɛ adeɛ a kɔsɛ mi nam a na meka kyerɛ ɔdafo yi sɛ nipa ho adeɛ a mahu ne sɛ menam ne sɛ bi a mepɛ Benz type bi car bi na bi a mepɛ bi a wanhwɛ yɛ asada no nam aka bi a wobɛhu bi a wobɛhu saa car no nko ɛnyɛ sɛ car foforɔ ntwam car foforɔ twam but isan sɛ wopɛ saa car no bi nti abe bi a wohwɛ sɛ saa car na wede wobɛhu bi nti sɛ menam a I look for avenues a ɛtumi di sika yɛ dɛn ɛba yeah seesei mobile money na akrɔmfoɔ bɛwie sika ne adeɛ no masen akɔgye loan foforɔ baabi a masan de invest wɔ adwuma no mu. Nti sei no deɛ mimi hu yɛ ne sɛ deɛ wo ka kyerɛ yɛn no adwuma wo bia adwuma a mehu ne sɛ adwuma no yɛ kɛseɛ kyɛn me. Ɛna me de ahyɛ obi a megye ne die nso so nsa. Nti no deɛ ɛsɛ me yɛ ne sɛ me nipa su a ɛyɛ ayamye tema ne ɔdɔ no deɛ a mewɔ no ɛyɛ sɛ me wɔ saa deɛ na mentimi nsesa. But principle afa adwuma no ho bia ne twa sɛ meyi me nipa su ne si nkyɛn na mede mmara bia ɛda adwuma no ho no ɛde to ho na mede yɛ adwuma no. Nti nipa na ɔbɛyɛ adwuma no sɛdeɛ na kane na magyae nneɛma mu ama no ɛne adeɛ no seesei no ɛnkɔba saa biom but mebɛyɛ nhyehyɛeɛ foforɔ koraa de ama na ɛbɛtumi aboa ma adwuma no ayɛ dɛ atumi atu mpɔn sɛ nkei sɛ ɔdi so a ɛbɛboa ɔno ankasa na ɔno nso atumi de prepare ne daakye. So when di so nso so deɛ a ama po bi foforɔ na mede adwuma no ahyɛ ne nsa.
That's right.
Because da bia no mene ne hyia a nkyerɛkyerɛ a wode ma yɛ no meka bi kyerɛ no na meka kyerɛ no nso sɛ ntotoeɛ a wɔyɛ ne nɛ no ɛyɛ n'abrabɔ a na wɔtoto kɔ nso wɔtumi toto ne yie a daakye n'abrabɔ wɔbɛtumi adi so.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
Ntoto opportunities te sɛ deɛ ebia ɔno ohia na ka ebia nka ɛduru akyiri.
Yeah.
Ka ɛduru akyiri nti yɛda wase megyae ama me nuanom bi nso obi obibi a waka sɛ obi nso yɛ interested sɛ saa asase a mɛka ɔbɛtɔ a obɛtumi aba ɔyɛ n'adwene nso ɔbɛtɔ a meyɛ agriculture analyst and conservation agriculture biribi a ɔpɛ so wɔyɛ biara no yɛbɛtumi aboa no ama wayɛ dɛ wayɛ saa deɛ no because madamfo no mpɛ baa me deɛ menhwɛ susa nyɛ deɛ a mɛtumi atɔ saa land no.
For number 2 obi pa ɛda kwan ho hefa
mebaakyɛw ɛwɔ Barakɛse side. Barakɛse side ɔhɔ na land no wɔ.
Okay.
Ɔhɔ na land no wɔ.
For number 2 obi pa ɔba bɛhwehwɛ mu na ɔne wakasa.
Mebaakyɛw mate memfa nto WhatsApp group no mu anaa memfa nto ha.
Say it in case obi follow up.
Okay. Me number no ɛyɛ 0542 51 3119
Mm.
ɛna
Okay.
0535
Mhm.
067516
Yes.
nti asase
Right.
30 acres of land so obi pɛ a obetumi
Mhm.
aba ɛna sɛdeɛ last time
Wow.
mede too hɔ no nso sɛ obi nso so yɛ biribi
Mhm.
ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ into farming ɛnyɛ ɛmmoa yɛn na meka but biribiara
Mm.
sɛ yɛ cash crop sɛ yɛ perennial crop sɛ yɛ den ɔwɔ problem bi wɔ n'afuom anaasɛ wɔpɛ sɛ ɔnya suahunu bi ɛwɔ mu sɛdeɛ ɔbɛyɛ n'adwuma no na expenses bɛkɔ fam ɛne sɛdeɛ
Mm.
obɛtumi ayɛ adwuma no bɛtu mpɔn a
Mm.
ɔkɔnsɔlto me a bɛtumi aboa
Oh,
no wɔ
wow.
kwan biara so na
Fantastic.
nneɛma atumi atotɔ yie nti Mr.
Fantastic.
Obin ma memfa nsi ha
Sir.
Nyankopɔn nhyira wo paa na
Amen.
ɔma wo nkwa ne ahoɔden na da biara nso so nya yɛ ho ɛberɛ ne adagyeɛ saa
Sir.
yɛakyea ma nsoma me
Yeah, but
Achiano.
who did the same? I mean, fan count number even.
Uh-huh.
mepaakyɛw me din ɛyɛ Prince Pamford
Prince Bamford.
deɛ baabi a mete no wonya ka Pamford a wobɛdu nkawe hɔ koraa ka Pamford a obiara de wobɛba
Obiara do
promotion
weba.
obiara
Say,
de wobɛba
Well,
sir.
you better check. Maybe Professor Teacher, you better check. Why?
mepaakyɛw ma meda ase
Mm.
yo
Thank you,
sɛ
sir.
nke sɛ agya me memfa wei nka ho sɛ obiara nso wɔ electrical work bi yɛ a ɔpɛ sɛ bi a yɛyɛ ma no meyɛ research wɔ electricity mu sɛdeɛ madi kan ne wadi ho nkɔmmɔ dada no
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
adwuma a yɛyɛ nyinaa nso no yɛyɛ no based on problems a yɛhu sɛ Ghanafoɔ yɛ
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. Bamford. Yanto nkasa no. Okay. Ti abusafo eno no so pasa so maybe o kan na ubetimi ene no edi nkomo so. All right. And esi kasa.
Oh, okay. Mpanimfoɔ mpakyɛw mekyia mo nyinaa.
Ejo so and esi.
Mr. Obin yɛda ase. Topic wei deɛ ka ne sɛ life changing yɛda ase ne da biara ne topic foforɔ a wode ba. Wei deɛ mɛsrɛ sɛ nka me nuanom mmarima a yɛwɔ anka yɛde mmaa ne baa bi anka ɛbɛboa because sika ne kɛseɛ na yɛ a yɛhɔ na ɛbɛdi. Ɛna ɛnnɛ nso deɛ yɛretwa yi. Broni bɛka sɛ eye opener nti no ɛmaa ne baabi a na nke aboa yɛn but yeah next time no na yɛabɔ mmɔden na yɛde ɛmaa no abɛhyɛ mu bi na yɛn nyinaa yɛsua na ayɛ sɛ adwene no akɔ bɛnkorɔ because ɛyɛ a ɛno nso boa yɛn yeah nti no yɛda ase network ne deɛ ne webie ni wɔ nneɛma a bebree ɛwɔ sɛ yɛyɛ ne nneɛma a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛkeka bɔ mu a yɛhu yɛ network a yɛwɔ nti no ɛyɛ assignment ma yɛ sɛ yɛkɔ back a feature na ɛkɔ no yɛ start ayɛ ɛde nneɛma akeka esi yɛn na yɛhu nti yɛhu a na yɛbɛhu anammɔn a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛsan tu efiri hɔ yeah because one jot ne down na way steady deɛ awowɔ a wohu the next plan nti yɛde wase pa we deɛ me especially ebebie m'ani because ɛbɛma mehu mekeka bɔ mu ne nyinaa mede nkɔlaa ne nyinaa ka ho ana mehu nti no yeah bosu mmienu a ɛda m'anim yi deɛ mɛtumi ayɛ a ɛde sika foforɔ bɛba abɛka ho afe a ɛbɛsi mu deɛ mɛtumi ayɛ a ɛde foforɔ bɛba abɛka ho yeah nti no yɛda ase yeah but deɛ woka afa a sɛ obi yɛ teacher ni woyɛ aban adwuma a wobɛtumi ayɛ wei na nokorɛ paa ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛhwɛ ho ka ne sɛn side hustle anaasɛ other stream of income no ho hia papaapa yeah mewɔ Ghana na meyɛ nurse adwuma me start yɛ na mekye nkateɛ yeah me nursing salary mendi da
sa
nkateɛ na mede yɛ me up and down saa na mehu sɛ ɛboa papa for 3 years anka me sa to school so no nso me call campus mehu sɛ ɔmo ni pen drive ni ade nti still not me can is saying
Now,
me just steady leave no still my mpa but na me turn pen drive or campus inti no idea ho hia but mpacho me wo question ba ko say we ye adwuma na bi a wafa weka ba ko ana mienu a yes obema omahu the profit na be adwuma no mu na say enye. Do you have to be open to them on that level?
Okay. Omo na hwe adwuma no so ana wo hobby wo no mu yana wo ho ana so omo na hwe so wa akire.
Yeah, omo na ehwe so wa akire because me fan say be a mobile money adwuma na say we bie bibi omo na omo tia no omo hwe no. Yes, I bet you so be a me confirm 1 season na me de 20 pesos and 50 pesos na atu so ntin fa so everybody.
Me just say penyina wo mu no ni ma anya hwe.
Okay.
Penyina na odi bibia hye ne nsa no. Nti o senke se na dwenya ne so obetima fa bia obedwen kakra especially se wo akoma pa. Se wo no mo ho de a na se bibia wo so. Nti information won't me fa nyina ma obi asa is in stages. So but so mon kwa na hwe so na bia nipa ba ko mienu dia bidwen se ohu a onim se bia me kofa we aboso bia na bia 10,000 a yemfa so 2,000. Nti obetima ye more se bia otmanya mfa so more. Se ni suban ya obetima kana kore so actually based on the figures or one. But so wo ha na no munyina na wo ho na nipa 10 bia oni nipa 100 10,000 or more you are not obliged also information in obi omo soro na omo no take decisions no and I'm just saying nyina bia obet ba na bia obi a afia oba foforo no nyina nyina also tia they also who no also who but say the core information there we just say it's in stages but this one was woman na so nti obetimi a chechere ne mu but I don't think everything will be because we are set up ni be okra wo ye no nyamai.
Yeah.
But at least every month also who say me 20 say am faso say na adwuma ninya to some more than me 20 more.
Okay.
That those figures you can discuss. Your rent, your salary, whatever that you pay. So they have fair idea. It helps.
Okay. Okay. Mpacho me dasi. Yeah, ntino. Me de manu besia. Dan mpacho ye pe ebru ato. Inti se wo ebru a oton wa mpacho ya na waji me number o Mr. Obin ho na wa frame we chi.
Wow. Okay.
Ntino.
This will be ebru
a wo ebru a oton bia no. Ye pe bia to ntino.
Okay.
Yeah.
The wa oton wa ebru a oton bia no. And ezi so pe ebru ato den. I say wait me anya cash fast. Almost and ezi Oscar.
Mr. Omiadaro ma ye kan yo masie ni ebe
and make sure that over turn the pa come and ezi. We are no friend. Yes, madam. All right. Pablo, waha kasa. Pablo, utemenga.
Mr. Ovin. But I also open Bruno no fine.
Omo abroje ba omo group no so bi o ha. Bamford, when I be say question.
Me ba chan say o pedodo dia we dey wi amagine contact no na ye di nsa wo so na ye
kwan ye send me hi. I mean for anti number ma.
Me ba chan mate e wo personal line so.
Yes sir.
Me ba chan mate.
Yeah. All right.
That's it. Now, I'm saying, now, the American man, we na. I'm saying, now, me say, in case if you be electrical issue, be say wiring enough in oil and a fufro. Say be a wire that I did acquire na yam yakran say, yeah, we are into electricity diagnosis. Now, sometimes Make me can say about 99% of Ghanaians ye fear electricity exposure everywhere. Because you need your hunisa. Obi okra the problem or the one fee CCA and say the device because or relocating a keke. And so there be or sorry or to home hospital. Obi owa ne de na de na or kotonika so a cause so many health concerns. A dozen. A dozen.
Like
Na yeah can say obi owa de na or kotono so consult to obi. Why na aba consult no na nimdeɛ bɛn ne nipa no ɛwɔ adeɛ na wɔbisa no mu. Wato adeɛ no nso dada. Adeɛ na ebi a expose to electricity. Etwa se upgrade na oba ye be upgrade.
Okay, me how no the expose me effect be na menya.
Me ba cha say electrical exposure no say in case we exposed to electricity a adeɛ esi ne say ye nwura mu kakra. Nipadua aya ye kwa ye be. And electricity about 7 to 10 similarities.
Okay.
Electricity na de koba. Yes. Na nipaduamu electricity na friend potential membrane. And na normal electricity ya you use emfa ho ne the source a eba na friend also potential difference. Electricity ewo generation station. Nipadua nso a generation station. That is the brain.
Okay.
Electricity contain electrolyte. Nipadua contain electrolyte. Electricity contain cables a yɛde transfer power no from the generation station to either substation anaasɛ ebia to the distribution to environment sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ way to the available to the consumers. Nipadua yɛn nso yɛwɔ bi in the form of our nervous system. Electricity use fluid, that is nsuo hydro na making. Nipadua nso so use bi. Enti electricity use bi a friend say relays. Nipadua nso use bi in the form of receptors. Enti electricity ni nipadua die. Ewutwa kan kɛseɛ paa ɔyɛ yɔnko but ɔnyɛ yɔnko. Enti so obi kɔ baabi electricity wɔ na sɛ wonya electrical exposure adeɛ baako a sese ɛkɔ so wɔ Ghana ha paa abɛyɛ rampant kidney failure. Ya direct saa nneɛma wɔ nyinaa to nnuane a yɛdie, which is not true because sɛ obi edi aduane bi na sɛ aduane no sɛ ɛwɔ te sɛ bi a thousands no ɛyɛ so much a the first thing to damage ɛyɛ liver because liver no ɛna in extraction no nneɛma no nyinaa kɔ fam ansa na a transfer de akɔ bloodstream no mu. Enti sɛ nye nipa no liver na ɛsɛyɛ na yɛ ne kidney a yɛmi sɛ yɛn ho sɛ yɛ den ade na esi. Na deɛ ma saa deɛ nyinaa ba no me mmɔ no tɔfa. Ne kidney na ɛwɔ nipadua mu no. Na adwuma yɛ nie is to ensure the body not to deviate from its equilibrium. Nipadua no ɛwɔ baabi a ɛyɛ adwuma kɔka. Ɛne ɛkwan a yɛsɛ fa so a ɛyɛ n'adwuma. Nti kidney no ɔno ɛwɔ hɔ as a sense organ a yɛfrɛ biribi homeostasis. Ɛbrɛ a ebia secondary school ɔyɛ science na ɔkora yɛ engineering student deɛ ɔte aseɛ. Yɛfrɛ bi homeostasis. Sɛ wo introduce biribi wɔ nipadua no mu na sɛ nipadua no nhia that much of adeɛ na wohia na it is the duty of the kidney to make sure that everything is stabilized so that the body will not go paralyzed. Enti sɛ electricity kɔ nipadua no mu a nipadua mu voltage wɔ mu a ɛyɛ kɛseɛ koraa ɛyɛ 99 millivolts. And being an engineering student, so you say I can millivolts, so you have to divide the 99 by 1,000. Abra obenya 0.99. Inti ndu 1 volt mpo. Inti so uko bibi ho ne se amount voltage of let's say 12 volts kra wo nipadua as o voltage a eba abonten wo nipadua ma ye diagnose a yehu a it tells you say nipadua no nhia that much of let me say potential membrane. But for the sake of say nipadua no ngo paralyzing nti with the more pressure ever to kidney so because the kidney must to the kidney has to balance balance the electrolyte and then the fluid level. Into ono na beye say adwuma ni nyina nti eba sa na ama nipadua no wode pressure ato kidney ne so na deɛ esi ni nipadua mu no yɛwɔ biribi a yɛfrɛ no effector, receptor and then control center. Effector no ne adeɛ a memfa no sɛ electrolyte ba nipadua mu dodo a ɛyɛ muscles no na use electrolyte, much electrolyte. Yakoma ɛyɛ muscle ɛna other part of the muscle no nso so anaasɛ other muscles no nso ɛyɛ muscle. Nti sɛ electrolyte ɛbɛdɔɔso a ɛkɔ so biribi a yɛfrɛ no sɛ muscle contraction. That muscle contraction ne kyerɛ sɛ ayɛ sɛ deɛ mede me nsa asi straw no wode wo nsa atua tokuro na wode w'ano asi one end na wotwe ɛde akɔ mu wɔn sɛ ɛba saa na ɛka twom. Nti sɛ kɔba sɛ ɛka twom a the amount of blood a ɛyɛ sɛ circulating into your body system no ɛnya saa. Nti lungs ɛbɛkɔ akɔka akyerɛ akoma sɛ me mahoɔden na mede mogya no de brɛ wo no me mete so nti wofa pressure na fa mogya no yɛde fa kɔ nipadua no mu through that receptor no. Nti control center na ɔyɛ adwene no na ebi process saa adeɛ no nyinaa de ayɛ dɛ ɛde ato hɔ. Na sɛ yɛka sɛ yɛdi akyerɛ a ebia na obi ankasa bi mu. Na deɛ meka nyinaa ne sɛ
na wo baabi a wode yɛ no nam yi
electrician na feel other doctor. Okay.
oh yes. Gavin, the ɛkɔba yi nyinaa ne sɛ ɔho mehuu saa problem no 10 years ago when I was in the polytechnic. We started free energy efficiency. Until from energy efficiency and electricity protection till electricity protection and electrical exposure. A whole number who said you so I have to lay aside everything and study human anatomy, human physiology, and neuroscience in relation to electricity. Nti maame san kɔyɛ saa medical courses no nyinaa in relation to electricity. The outcome with electricity no plus memfa sɛ human body mechanism no ɛno yɛ memfa sɛ ɛyɛ mema deɛ a mede ayɛ dɛ mede ɛba abɔnten. Nti ɛnɛ yɛ life expectancy ne saa water shock ne saa yɛka ne sɛ sudden death ne saa nneɛma no nyinaa no ɛfa electricity na ɛkɔ so. Even asikyire yareɛ kora electricity, being exposed to electricity or fire ebetumi amoanya yɛka ne sɛ hyperglycemia that ɔmo frɛ no diabetes no.
was the amount of time now the bachelor mu na
nka mani bɛgye paa.
yɛbɛto aso.
Medasi.
Yes sir. All right.
Medasi.
Thank you very much.
Yo, Medasi.
Thank you. Yo. Berma ba eja. So also a wait makasa.
Ja, ana me mpene for me mamu nyina adwo.
Over here also.
Ya from me Kwame Usu. Ebi no so from me Berma ba. Eja da kon we dey ye be kan so Yakopon hira no nyakese pa. If we say me di we chiache. Ebi on sheda ho me. But me do a church 2019 na me Ghana na mete.
Okay.
Na just a mateta was a bebia obetra de bia me streaming metie ne ekoso. Samre na mete ahokyere mu. Ahokyere pa na mete. Ewo ya fa be me de ekotoku ho side. Na mete single room bi mo ho no. Na maminya determination ewo metem se no. Utie nsema papa kan ya Kwame eno na ya odache obetimi aye bibi betimi asesa wo eno wabusua ehyebre na maame so maybe stibe de so say be besi bia no menso me miamene it just somewhere na me 27 years just a few years ago which is 2019 when the radio me share in fie kakra menyen akako na me share accomplishment kakra na me hono say bibi biara betie bia no aboame especially a kwanya ye betimi afaso apesika say sika obebia o but agenda na ye de pesika na e different a kwanya faso maintaining no so no e different it betie o metie o pa na erade adom ebo ma 2019 no ma na bebe pie America and I'm saying no sad dream when na wo hono ma papa so metie Mr. Bako for all these years I was say
metimi de hye metimi se metimi nya adwuma sa ko se da mewu e wo se metimi ye bibia e betimi generate income e de abreme
Yeah.
nti first thing I'm here 2019 me by America 29 September December na mama ya to 2 plots awo Ashaman e de amame January me nyina no na menya no I think that is anya Ashaman P but oko chupoli ho side no at that time menya no 10,000 cedis my friend dia go me togo ho me nim dia me de be but what they share it mo say e was say unya ade bia natural resource bia na I appreciate it price no cost price no something it me de share betrim into the crack no within this 4 years period no metimi si dan miensa e wo Ghana.
Wow.
Yes, me see me no e wo me krom na ya na obo ka kire obi se wesi dan e wo e krase ya na se bi bi madrion mo se e krase dan de e ye dan papa na me see ye na e krase dan so no e ka wom e sin kan dan
ani
bi ntia me kasa na se me to anua 2500 wa kra e krase me to no 3000
Smith.
Good because ono no be free kan na ba nti no na chese me meto no price also na erade adom itimi pija bibi kakra 4 bedrooms mame me anso mitimi si me the same year which was 2020.
Wow.
And Miss Antiwa na Miss no say no kwame we sisi dan what's America, what is the way forward na me ba for no so na me yeduma e warehouse warehouse no na pay no you good but na emwa me because na me bre iti me di shema dream se no se papa say o say ope edwuma de wankasa de sika bebrɛw aye wa wadwuma iti de be na be iti me plan say there because na me ti apartment no and I mean apartment for no kasa say me who say most struggle with a new apartment most struggle with cleanliness na nyama my register it's been can register my cleaning business more certificate now have me register my cleaning business a insurance document bibia and I make call a chromo say let me I cleaning our apartment how mama me enjoy me maintaining my warehouse in the manner but me sanje cleaning and I may far boys are obo honoma wako jail na record asɛn nti ntimi nya edwuma papa nye me fawo and I make cleaning contract nti ne bitimi kɔ Ghana kɔ di 4 months na ɛdan a me isi ma de asase a me amakoto na edwuma no nkɔfo ɛyɛ wa hama me nti me ma charge apartment no na me twa me boys na kakra na menya no me da kofie me san kɔ register shipping company me ne shipping company ba me am kɔ register me de minimum bi o shipping nyama kɔ Ghana nti ene wow na me no o pese me shipping nyama kɔ me mejo nyama na me charge wa e bia $300 na me da to so na me da kɔma me guy no shipping nyama yes na ono de call sa nti recently na that was almost 2 years ago na me share project Kesia power so wadenta a dying me spend 1.5 million Ghana cedis. I was a project about a just 4 bedroom house, movie room, fully furnished. And I'm here saying, my ma or ban never for Nacotinum. Inti metina din na me dream home. Miss Antio, efa yenyema ye wa bit me that generating income. Inti hono mo na estate maybe a beto asase no estate mo no make capture o opinion say me po bia rent is adan we me dan we and chebia no do be buy nipa no so betwa 15,000 a month and I'm so good a cool deal enfa bibia nko me ja bibia ma and I'm so me busan so pen just 1 year na emomo no say no to no obe sand so we no contract no your Ghana na obe santina mo e kwa na me koje 2 bedroom house I want enter town at the mobile and abofra no na 2,500 a month into hono no 15,000 to this no my save kakra our hono and to me a chop money it's not to me a savings what I say
that's right
and to me a chop money to me a savings me no ka say na san plan say me be call into farming my be one 13 acres be person me de koye banchifo na me say catfish that will me feel back when I work class no me ye catfish
Wow.
next year me plan is I don't know me no chat or WhatsApp but me sure so watch so me deep billionaire by 40 me de to hono fiti emra me share 2019 me say sana da bisi ne because
Whoa.
me pese
Send me high. We are sending me high.
Ateja pese me kwa retirement me pese me ye adwuma bia be my age of 40 but se sia no
Wow.
me ndru 40 no na so no me nya ya afia ba besi ni me nya adwuma bia bia me koye
Wow.
adwuma wo fie kakra na me nya no me metima manage ama betima hwe me ba ene me nana me wo mo de benya bia no madane generational thinker me pese me breaky cases bia da hono mo na me ye the Joseph of the family me making sure say metima sustaining me other generations are on better bay or mobile. If you say
Amazing.
abofra in bofra woman or man smile say young woman marry us. Into no a so responsibility say you be sure mo say ko si dem po ye be na mpo ye be ja bibia o mo so betimi e dey the man atwaso. Nti sisi ano eja tia me tie wo a oba ma brabo no no aboa me. We be can be a secret disciple. Me do it for so many years. Me no chat pa but unim.
No. Okay.
Yes, every time I be live piano, me hobby. Me share the echo, me tie, na me so me fa maba. Na ama me nya adwendwen na ma me tie me ya. If it's
Hey.
nyeda eja no crack because nyeda yenim na dawson. Me ti me nya adwuma e man ko food ko se da me wu. Me ti me live our paycheck to paycheck e ko se da me wu. I was say me di bibi esime ne so a e betimi asesa me shebre.
Yes, sir.
I was say because said be me namnyado me kuta me citizenship kuta bibia but krom hanomo no ahoto ni hanomo te se ne awofie me te Ghana me ko Ghana na me babaka na adane me adwendwen me ko Ghana na me babia na adane me adwendwen because me who potential me who sika e wo Ghana me who yedie me who se nyama papa wo Ghana na se na yenua no bebre ka no it takes a lot of courage and some with my make it move way. And yet easy. But put me try say be living within your means. On call, just on your book competition. I feel say Ghana who bit my top especially when you make a crowd with Tibetua or diet to be out them. When you be any competition, you be any your how. Near here understand near all year no at honomono. Or none no ma 100 years to come. A bit me are benefiting from that. Now almost that to be meeting na baby at the bank about them. It's a international margin check a me wo ene nyama pa me so me nya wo nia wo so akere yen no and I made that to dream me da was pa nya me shrabo na nyoke se.
Wow.
Bagana so me bom modern abehwehwe baby awo bia na do say go me so.
That's right. Yes, sir. Yes, you know, I say amazing. Amazing. Generation thinker. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
And that's it. Send me high. Now,
Matida, never text this here. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Talk also, na yeah, the way and so. Until your young boy, so what? What's it? Immediately, so he's thinking beyond himself. And Obi Awojin beyond yourself, and at least way be beyond yourself, you know. Thank you, Jausu. I was saying, "Hoto Ghana, and the Okan boys in the Noble Kumpa, Bodia. Kwame Kasa. Kwame.
Mr. Ben.
Grasso, but last weekend, Mene Kwame ne call Capus. Kwame Jai do Ebia Koi. If we grab Kwame so my ento, the Kwame the Mercedes Benz can see it. And the Koi. And that's also by so any programs so Kwame Samba. It was a woman that Kwame as a mommy. Yami Shira Kwame. I don't know what to
Kwame na me dana sina I say wa dodge Kwame e da so you be ready akoti eni me
Kwame fra ho anu so me hu no that's what's up. All right, okay. Andi Tilly kasa. Andi Tilly was kasa. Okay. Osman, bezo kasawa.
Okay, Father. Thank you. But that's an opportunity. But me advice na mo Canada. Yeah. From Berima Ba Ajawusu. That's a very inspirational message. Because at least but so we have to get the autopsies of these messages so that we will know how to manage our life as we grow. Just want to hear and listen to the guidance. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Osman, thank you. Osman is a student at Kwame Nkrumah University to school. Where we are,
My way.
Hey,
but me service as teaching assistant.
Okay, you're teacher. Yeah. TA. All right. Osman, thank you. Thank you. Kwame, Bachokasa. Kwame Kasa. Awotomika. Or microphone or a mute. Okay, Kwame Kasa.
Mr. Fisobi Kasao.
David Kasa. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Mr. Michane etiefo nyina na wama me akwanya se menso menche madwen wo ene watifin sem se o income usika ne sidia no sitie ne ade a ebetimi disika abrel me feel se saa nneɛma wei nyinaa obetumi akeka bɔ mu a usua adeɛ na one o network nso na wo no de bia mototo a nneɛma a ɛfa enwuma ho ne sidia wetumi aketi business na ebinom nso anya biayɛ na sɛ baabi a wode usika ebekɔ adwuma a pɛsɛ woyɛ na sika ebefiri maba ne how a wobɛtumi akurakura no de akɔ anim na adwuma na ɛnyɛ sɛ wokɔgye woyɛ adwuma ma obi because woyɛ adwuma ma obi a untu sɛ ɛnɛ woni hɔ a woba bi ntumi nkɔtoa so sɛ me papa yɛ Ghana Airways director nti oni hɔ a me nso me ba bɛyɛ Ghana Airways director anaasɛ ɛnyɛ ade a yɛde gya obi but sɛ woyɛ business na wotete nkɔlaa no nso wɔ mu a sɛ woni hɔ a ɛyɛ generational wealth nkɔlaa no nso etimi toa so na ɛyɛ entity a wode ama wɔn ɛne adesua a wɔn asua ne sidi wɔn agye wɔn ho adi na enipa bienu a betumi abuild wealth a onsolve onye wadwen ho adwuma sɛ woyɛ nipa tuntum because yɛhwɛ kyerɛkyerɛ efiri yɛn nkɔla brem a de besi yɛn mpani brem ne nyinaa ne sɛ kɔ school suadeɛ nya good grade twerɛnsɔhwɛ na the first anaa nya grade papa kɔ university bɛyɛ doctor bɛyɛ engineer ɛno na yɛkyerɛ wɔ society na no class me wo mu ne sɛ saa nneɛma no nso deɛ yɛde esie w'ani so ade hu salary ne no meka no sɛ shut up man gyina ka wa no tum me ɛno nso no ɛnkyerɛ sɛ wogye pay nso wɔ bi wɔ nso a ɛno nso ɛnyɛ o na emu wogye pay na ɛdeɛ na wopɛ sɛ wode yɛ ɛdeɛ na wode bɛyɛ because obi wɔ a ɔgye ne pay ɛna ɔstart ɛde yɛ ne side hustle na nipa sɛ wobɛtumi build ne income generating asset bi a adeɛ bi a ɛde sika bɛbrɛ no ɛno sɛ wodi wo sika kɔhyɛ biribi mu na wasi nketewesi na bɛsi nkete sɛ nneɛma yɛ ne bɛyɛ yie na sɛ anyɛ yie koraa no a mebɔ fam a mɛsan asɔre ɛsɛ sɛ wonya te skin na entrepreneur no ɛsɛ wɔ that resilience no tough skin sɛ nipa ɛkɔ saa beaeɛ sɛ a wɔdeɛ wonam beaeɛ foforɔ na sɛ ɛsi wo so a ayɛ sɛ akɔm afa onipa no wonte deɛ nipa ɛka deɛ woyɛ a na woyɛ na saa nneɛma wei nyinaa bɛkɔ so agye sɛ woasua adeɛ nkɔmmɔdifoɔ no yɛ hefoɔ wotutu sikasɛm sɛsɛ ɛsɛ de bia wosua adeɛ because sɛ woansua adeɛ a ɛma wonhu nneɛma ɛsɛ woyɛ because school no deɛ wobɛtumi akɔ bet yɛnkyerɛ wo financial intelligence si deɛ wote sika ase fa si deɛ sika kita wa ɛdeɛ na wode yɛ woyɛ obi a sika ba nsɛm a w'ani gye apɛpɛpɛ wotumi ka sɛ wohwɛ is it perspective anaasɛ how to teach yourself money mu baako kaa sɛ Mr. Obi kaa sɛ ne papa damfo bi ɔno da ɛbɛtua ne ka saa na ɔkɔ abɔntema nkɔfoɔ ɔmo boro n'ani gye a obi a wɔyɛ over excited koraa na sɛ ne sika asɛm sika kita no saa bere no wɔkye sika ne tirim yɛ ne dɛ sɛ wɔkye sika ba no ho ana yɛhu sɛ yes bɛrima wɔ fie adeɛ bɛkye no wɔamoa na ɔtɛ baabi na sikasɛm no nso no wɔantoto ne yie nso deɛ a wobrɛ awareɛ no koraa ɛnsɔ wowɔ mpena koraa na wɔbɛgyaa wo
Kawe.
na sɛ woanhwɛ sikasɛm no yie a ɛde ɔhaw ne nkɔnaa na ɛba wo so meda me na ne nyinaa yɛ sikasɛm no wiase but Mr. Obi kyerɛ sɛ ɔsi sɛ wo solve money problem na all other problem are solved na yɛnnuanom bi nso a ɛte afa no nso bɛkyerɛ wo sɛ ɔsoro ne yɛ mfie asase yi so deɛ yɛbɛgya wakɔ ɛyɛ akwantuo bi na ɛfa na sɛ wonya wiase agyapadeɛ nyinaa na sɛ wohwere wo kra nkɔ amfa so ɔbɛn na ɛwɔ so nti wei yɛ perception about money sɛ wadwen po ɛfɛ sika ho te sɛ ɛna sɛ wodwen nso sɛ ɛyɛ sunsum mu adeɛ nso a wonya bi because sunsum mu adeɛ deɛ na ɛsɛ wokɔhwɛ sunsum ɛno nti na ebinom wɔ hɔ a wɔkɔ sɛ ɔpɛ shortcut bi na ɛsɛ sɛ ansa na wɔanya sika bɛyɛ sɛ wohu sɛ sikanya no nso no ɛyɛ system sɛ wohyehyɛ biribi na sɛ nyɛ wo na wohyehyɛeɛ nso a ɛbɛdwiri na ɛteki decades mfie 20 ansa na wobɛtumi anya bi obi bɛtwa wadi wobɛbɔ fam wobɛsɔre nneɛma bebree bɛsi ɛyɛ entrepreneurship na ɔsɛ ɛyɛ journey ɛyɛ akwantu a wosua adeɛ ɛfiri mu abusua koraa tumi sɔre tia wo sɛ deɛ woyɛ bɛte wo no wonya si saa kwan no so a ɛno a na woyɛ na wohwɛ baabi a wowɔ no nso a ɛyɛ sɛ wobɛnya sika no bi no income no bi no na wode abuild wealth no agye sɛ wohwɛ problem ɛwɔ society na anytime bi a wobɛsolve entrepreneurship na yɛaka ho asɛm no neɛ matie ne madwenkyerɛ no ho no sɛ wo solve problem bi wɔ society ɛna ɛbɛtumi de sika brɛ wo anaa bɛtumi anya biribi afirim na sɛ wonyɛ problem solver deɛ a forget it sɛ wotwɛn sɛ favor bi bɛba We pray for favor, obi to no nyom. We pray for favor, favor, we pray for money, money, and so komodo bibi ketekete na obuafu. This one to sika 70 year to minya akumayare because ye be kan won kra de anu kan so obufu ka na abuafu kasabasa. Ebusunya kra hia na kakra ni won kra wo kan bi kra etimi sha ato dan za wo kan wano to ebia na nyese nyanza na eni utirimu. Nso sika 70 ye kra ba kra ebu aye mfere o. Be sika 70 ya wo ho a woni ye fro. Na sika 70 nso nya nso a akọ nso a iritimi no aduane we de agya abekọ no apepa na no wo chia na kra na buafu. Oh wow. Enti ade a ese enipa bia no so build bi na ojo hu free because on pese obi be control tan yesi ne owo sika no ono control wadaade wo bre. He who has the money controls your time and everything. Oh, I say manipulation of my time because so be adwuma man na or my schedule. Na sikanya no nso ne nkwa se wonya ese eye wo nkwa wo self-centered. Ese success in financial freedom no ese so society ni so enye a positive impact. Ese wo ma wo di ase no wo de ku anim no ese se esunsun so aso. But yenhwe ye krom obi nya sika ye ono nko ade bi ono ye fe no bossu bossu ke na politicians de bia no mo nko amoto V8 na ada omo ya aka na de ye bre ne no na kire wo se sikanya na e system afa because enye wo na ahihye ya the da e bia opposition bia obenya nti ene ma wo tumi be create wealth da be free ho no that's the end of your life. Because enye wo na ahihye de ayi okosoroba from ebedwiri na se wo build bi nso a enu nkwa se wonye peseminkunya ondwen wo nkwa ho wodwen afoforo ho wona oboa wa ma okodu baabi no wodi wonso oboa ma wo uplift wo pija wo mu na wodi wo mu ko anim na se ni nyina nso bekoso yi age se data no eye adwuma wo quality of information nti yenhwe ye fie mu ye na afofo ma o manyinye sika wo ye kurum ase etesei opinion obi aye adwuma be 20 years now to me ye proud of himself so me ne hwan na me ne obenda akọ na adwuma 20 years but uhuma bra abokra na se me ye ntwa me ka bosomi a mean survive inti no success ne say wo financial freedom ne say wo net wealth ne say net wealth na is a wealth a cater for you and your family alone and I say a co beyond. It is a went ni enya sa data na nsua de na network na enya sustainable. E da wo be free we as well be.
Oh, okay. Kano ola na kate. Sorry. Odisha bakasa. Kano baba kana.
Legend, Michelle Busia Fonina.
O Ghana na.
Legend Adavi, Mobi Maso.
Sa, me gas baba. This man to you mfreo.
Oh, that. That's the one they try.
Oh yeah, wonderful.
That say I'm you boga for your own fears out. I'm fire.
This was so.
Boga 7 boy. See, every people no I ka. I zero one more be ya better near my take some problem near the other no say woman I say we are say home. Boga me normal boga na dey. Tam no kwa na eko. That's it. Legend you too quiet and you too quiet bed in Bretintini. And now ba ko ka ba ku ya sa.
The boga for Christmas more price oh. Price for Ghana.
Next day after Christmas now my dear I just think ke nyo bia o. Se Christmas amamu ampake ne mata da bi ne ne bia nkoche se amanfuo bi ne anya oboga next no ha o.
It is a one na kan yo.
At the Okano, so can I do it? No, ya no, yes, I got and say about to wait. How yeah, giddy now my sense of kind of problem. Won't tell you organs is yeah. As a still none and so worry. Yamina ya dear na me bra my bread and I'm call far hand and baby still problem that whole. Now 8 years na ya probina wa be candidate intend. Science over here legend and so worry. Oh, and so we almost be pray. This are bonka for now. Me call Ghana, call Jim, call person, call MP because we go. Hey, well, still yes over here. I ask them anyway. Legend, you more about so now. You can see a tawachi, but be a could be a tawachi. Education idea for every take it. I was say, I go because I was say, so would be a seed on. I do about would be I was say a silent in the appears on. But say if you ever I would say the sound or a baby dance and the anabu song. And building anchors and building say yeah well for say yeah legacy say I think say a very silent. To say independent shedante near maybe as I said yeah baby as say yeah or han yeah who near man now can be wow on the baby of free banana and young one we should sit near the share from no before Sunday a big geminity and a baby fina a silent song. Obaboko namudi no PABT when you who has a biana in nothing no if you budi and any the was from ano or ye did the pressa the dodo na your life na na kwesi bia nyina wie na ebebu no and did this but I don't the day no and so over here it no kuramu ne the asoma wo kan ye ni nyina ye conviction ne devotion na obenya say yeah, say no, we can still do more than what we are doing now. So, and you bet me a year near be brave, but just baby, I shall see free na ma near maybe why yen shed a young fear near actually. As a fan and normal, me yam caba, could name fear about could be a no one maybe no one is success, no, the Akani German yamin song. But I think that we can do more. And you bet my near be brave, just yeah, you bet my year because baby, especially here, it will be massy. Abrafo what obi otumi dan estimate $1 no times be $1 by 12 months a year no dey bia so save $1 year no estimately no dey at say year no you be sika say for example we just shoplifting a year happen all these corporation shops now omuti say every day bia you lose $1 for multiply by 12 as an annual ne hwe sika wo lose at the same thing how person bia wo generate sika. Don't my who says $1 1 cedi ni yesika keto about multiply times 12 next the next 12 months no the obenya to ho so it say intention we nyina na abrofo no aye nkete ba ye no just be aye no say ye de na just babum say de nyame nhira de utwa no bafu a uyi ni bafu sa terms no and ye nyina ye di hu fa de na ade because utimi nya sika bia be na be 500 cedi 100 cedi bi ebetimi aye bibi but foresight ni ho so ho ni foresight ni ya to agu ya to sika na gu but I don't dey yes up sika but anke ye de nam na yi nam omo okopo na no omo de nam gu nso no yi nam ba ye to ye sika na akogu abosia so ye to season na akogu abosia so envivi bi o as a show of name ni amatoto basa ntade na no me girlfriend bi na de dem ko ho week gu obebre mi we to we pa tip sabre no mo na ho was say when you be into what to turn yam and dey is animal we value you say the entire make we nyina the value who say o program na how value you are say one kasa ye ton wa what is your value but say this society system net ya o be kwa to car bi na with them back and the free parking lot to pay ya o can na value e can na depreciate can value na dey at yakofom but anybody bring entade a week na wardrobe ni sa ne manyina ye corporation e share sa de no yo sidane fa wardrobe shape first oh ye middle class so but juice ni man question bebre ho a say is would nipo by waste of money so ndi ni nyina ka how value you are tina na bi salad insenti niam we get good dem ani niam paboa we mu enne nti paboa bu the last 6 months wash that was there bi
no this year I'm like Kobe Bow or Funuso. Okay. Kwame. And I'll conclude. Kwame conclude. What is about? Yeah,
Okay.
Conclude.
Nti me kana me de awie ne nyina ne sɛ wopɛ sɛ wo build wealth na sɛ wogye wo ho deɛ sɛ usua deɛ because the da wobɛgya adesua saa da na wo start sɛ wuu adwene ne mu da hɔ na sɛ wansua deɛ nso a wayɛ te sɛ obi a Mr. Benda akɔ asɛm ɔka so nsuo fa na wo se yɛmfa wopɛ pon mu atena na sɛ obi a nka nsuo fa deɛ sɛ nka wopɛ dua bi mu asɔ na sɛ adomfoɔ bi pie hɔ a watumi abɛso wɔ mu na mmom wompere sɛ mmerɛ nsuo fa na wo battle na wo keka nneɛma bom na anom sɛ wahome wowu no sɛ mepɛ pon mu atena nti ɛsɛ sɛ ɔyɛ obi a wosua deɛ na wohu sɛ ɛyɛ deɛ business yɛ no biribia nkɔtɔten deɛ wonnim deɛ wowɔ anim but wosua deɛ nso a mistakes bi nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ a wobɛkɔmiti a wotumi reduce no kakra ɛdeɛ a mistakes in deɛ bɛba na mmom wobɛsua adeɛ afiri mu wo network nso nipa ne ɔmo de nkɔmmɔ ɛyɛ hefoɔ ɛsɛ ɔyɛ onya nkɔɔfoɔ a ɔmo nso yɛ business a na ɔmo bɛka positivism sɛ ɔmo bɛka nkuranhyɛsɛm akyerɛ wo na wonya sika nso a wobɛ multiply no yie na wonya sika na ebi a aberanteɛ wonya sika kakra yɛ business na ɛba no pɛ sɛ wɔkyerɛ sɛ ɔyɛ true reflection of the business ɛti ho na ɔsɛ Mr. Obenda akɔka no akɔtɔ asase wa ama asam abɛhu na landguard fo agye anaasɛ business na crash na afei deɛ dan na wantumi ansi ɔno nso a ɔntumi nkɔ n'anim biem ɛsɛ sɛ woyɛ obi a wogye wo ho di wo self image one of the biggest problem nipa tuntum yɛ face ɛsan kwasi kɔkɔɔ ho nkitahodeɛ ɔne bɛdi ana yɛne wɔ mu hyia ne deɛ wakeka ɛsɛ sɛ yɛyɛ obi a yɛndwen yɛn nko yɛn ho na yɛdwen society no ɛsɛ sɛ wohu sɛ system especially yɛ kurom ha sɛ na ayɛ sɛ institution na ɛwɔ nnwuma na ban nnwuma na ɛwɔ ha sɛ ne nyinaa suppress yɛ te sɛ once abɛnya saa adwen na atotum sɛ saa nneɛma no nyinaa no ɛbɛka wo ahyɛ no nti ɛno no ɛba saa no a ɛnyɛ nwanwa wobɛhu sɛ custom officer anaasɛ GRA ɛtɔgyefoɔ no ba na ɔbɛto shop mu a ɛno no ɛma waba mu mu ɛfiri sɛ adeɛ ɛsi wohu sɛ senatefoɔ taataa a wanya tax holiday nso tax holiday no yɛtumi de ma Lebanese foɔ but na wo company na woyɛ local person no na wo deɛ wowɔ wo shop kakra na aberante wabie bibi kakra no na ɛsiane sɛ ɔmo information ne ato akyɛ so na sɛ menya bi okuma sɛ wɔ so ɔbɛtom shop mi so wɔnkɔtom sɛ nka wabie adwuma no bi a nka menyɛ sure sɛ wobɛtumi akɔtom na ne nnua bi a na sɛ ɔno ankasa pɛ se no sɛ bi ɔkyena na ɔba akɔtom deɛ a menim deɛ nti saa nneɛma no nya wonya saa tough skin no deɛ a wobɛtumi akɔ anim na sika no nso wonya nso a mfa sika no anya afei na sɛ wokɔtɔ bonds wokɔtɔ treasure bɛ saa berɛ ne economy ne crash saa nneɛma no nyina crash wontumi classify treasury bill bonds and all other fixed deposits as ɛnyɛ wealth ɛnyɛ asset
survival condition
yeah nneɛma bɛtumi akɔ so ɛde multiple income bɛbrɛ na ɔkyena bi no sɛ bi a woyi sika no bi asi adan woyi bi de ayɛ biribi a ɛno no ɔmmerɛ na kakra na ɛwɔ no ɛsɛ nso gyidi nso sɛ nyɛ mpaebɔ na ɛbɛma ɛyɛ wotɔn nneɛma no yɛntɔ hwɛ wo customer service yie wo ne nipa relationship wokasa nipa ho sɛ nti sɛ woansua saa nneɛma no nyinaa saa income generating asset wealth no wontumi build bi da da bi a wobɛdi ɛbɛdwiri ɛdwira no abɔ me deɛ nyame ɛnyɛ especially society ne ɛnya nnwom ato so ɛnyɛ saa na nyame bɔ me ɛfiri hin ne nyinaa na ɛyɛ asɛm nti me deɛ mede ma no bɛsi aha Medamase.
Come here, that's it. And I mean, tell you, Wada. Pablo, you send me message. Why? Will be per number. Send message. Maybe share me who. No, Pamford. But you send a message. What is about? Also, for the NCA.
Aye,
Until is also.
I am until I just in the bohono. Indeed, let them not baby now can how valuable asset now will come as the most important is and conform a creative business no more only we are seeing and the piano bon was say me wealth value say it meet as a big guess or 8 trillion or 8 billion or 9 billion or 10 billion who go India. China, or billionaires be worth 12 billion, 15 billion a year. And the near man said it was the one say a die see hey, no boy say. The last time the estimate on a die area, not saying it see meet me. So, and now come a ginger man encourage you said if I do more, I'll be valuable one day. Let me make this assertion and I think that last year. Me no din ko na area bi na advantage area no bi ton dan na me to dan man because of say na me no wadi nkomo pe man to dan say me pese me kosi dan na me kotenem da bi me hwe future wo area say e bedumre bi ni asase bi ama be da area wo bi o it is wo bi ton dan na me tumi to dan na say me secure na a risk bi ama ho a impact ne ba ni e be so huge o do say asase na van say me to ne dan nyina 200,000 Ghana cedi wo area ho. Says 1 year no me value a times 2 e say area was as a kura no say dan is no 400,000 meet me aton.
That's right.
Within 1 year no in business there's a risk be ama the 1 year we are done say I met me there more be 400,000 ajiska.
Wow.
Yes. And the ones that are buying
within a year. So within 1 year.
Yes, in a year. Yes, a year met me because 400,000 up to me 200,000 free na 1 year. Adwuma bia no bia no so ya adwuma Ghana wait me save 200,000 a year. Yeah, type EBO apart from politicians and they different. So,
we do guys.
We send on the say on with me inflated figures no e be switch be good no. But say we startup now say so but on say the be obeda go tell. Now on say try idea and say invest wisely and I said sit down wisely. And your boga say me sit down will be a sit down the church. That as for those time no me two am say any me say am sika mami fan koto ade me hwe say future no the future no be value ana. And this be amakoto range over kasamre e devalue. Me koto range over na say be a car be a bus because of show off car no wo the freak garage ni buy no ana e devalue. E depreciate. But now sal ala asasina me to no ne dan na me to no ho no. E nei condition e wo area ho ni no. E dan no e valuable asset is wo see here. And the only thing is that I plan and prepare for the rest coming. If it is a be autos a diving now real estate now. Some metro of saying Ghana or being of some move is our problem, no, and you have to find a way to handle it. But based on business point of view, no, I mean, say my making impact if you was adding on. It is me person me can wait say yeah, yen me no be betimi add encouragement. So to dan wo dey say obi sika no ko na fan ko business ato ade bia ebi a wobetimi a prevent niam bi na fe ababe big asset for you. Yeah, a very big asset for you. Even some person will endorse self to any say we start business say be a wo share o ye pan ora say dey me ye pan ora yi ana be to ba ora say the kwame that's why ye to ba ora yi. You can buy something in advantage area, not necessarily self as opposite that them Debbie. No, I think for Ghana or the Enfa Kennedy Kwame Akompreko Japan and yeah example. Or to talk down baby brand or tiabruchi and then now told in any asset or tobia a money sika and in account or there is a full scale of capital.
That's right.
Yes, indeed. Valuable assets and how you value it a important thing and no grab woman encourage you and you grow silently. You grow silent because unim how value you are and oppositions you know because me take one corner and me position me help a position be any idea me oh say bibia na me protecting plan well one day I have an asset. That's how obi abet may be a intentional and yeah miracle na nya obi do o ka obi do be kwa duro so me ntimi fa me kwa duro so enya no kre be bold and be open-minded to build wealth. At Abrofo, America will be pay our year. But Ghana and Inquad, every account pay, and can't pay. But America will be any pay will be aji. You can't hide from your pay. You can't hide from it. And no say me make catch it away. I say there will be an obi to work. I don't know how can you David to encourage people, encourage ourselves so that we can grow intentional. Yen said that what you be one said that one when you are coming what you said many up to say me and my said I'm person yes that you and by miracles is emfa and I'm in the yen I have because me kaiser sikabi ama send and near my nya me say no sananka adwene no wo fia anka me kofa and some in the no bebre I was enya life support no by yan take it serious and anything and you take your dreams that a paycheck credit mine and no be my but no so there at the ever cost 65 year you contract for 1K insurance but insurance be anywhere to say today now do when our friend doctor say breath you be me insurance be anywhere chance at the end because you call it short you control your pocket and you 401K now we be say the amount never and we na kwan fast why you be mo boss and I think there's a lot of room for improvement and we will take the risk we will suffer we will fall down at our crowd we say well brain and when you be do any news to us. I don't need to complain. We have no complaint to anybody. We still have to go there and we'll be there one day. That's it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Was a very that's it. That's it. Stephen Kasa. Hello, sir. Stephen. Stephen Kasa. Okay. Michael.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Obeng.
Morning.
Me need and same break and pay. The person mechanism, I mean, Shramo, Ejuma Moye, in fact, Mubi, yeah, Mubi no dear, ja. Yeah, per se, you start to see a ye be na me and Casame who said, me nam for penny for, I said, Minimum ye, Juma, who show more life. After me so more retire, more but the mean say no matter how much you earn, no. Say one case one start to say who you be pa serious because na me name penny be kasa a penny no nansiana am so we any PhD but to be our retire but to so more retire cry no still more person nkofo employee or money at the intimate nasia na who say say yeah pay bibi a this time let's say retire with working for people so be shepa you see maybe me who say you hear self-confidence especially me ankasa me hear say me nya self-confidence na me ankasa ma start to say bi am pese me ye bibi nti kakra me work no na nyame shram
yo the pacho no more retire wo Ghana na se baby a wo no
Ghana na America minimum kofua and say na omuji aketua pa omo retire wo Ghana even okay I have say no so say omo health system near the ne eboa omo last time na America say we share me wo China to say the last America no we share the way economy is tier wa hana and share that for me teacher ni na that be endra na me name students ni edi nkomo na ye kasafa energy who say the way as our population is equal we have to also start thinking about alternative sources of energy because your population explosion at the back student back who catch me the or a Chinese student catch him say omo na nya ade a omo bewo nti population na nya ade a be konga ena me bisa nse ade na on omo ngo no say ohwe the eco na see China has it this is about 15-year-old boy or catch him say ohwe average salary omo gia by the time obewie no hu say obewie school no hu say salary ni increment bia bebe mu na onu say nya ade obetimi atodan enti enye so on ha ne ho kra se okofa or the akura foforɔ koraa bɛ wiase na ɛno nso abɛyɛ ne ka ne adeadeɛ nti wohwɛ a mehu ne sɛ Ghana no in fact sɛ wowɔ Ghana paa na nyame adom wɔ financial wisdom na wohu deɛ wobɛyɛ a it's easier to make it in Ghana than to make it outside. I always say this, it's easier to make it in Ghana than making it outside, because outside, you know, bia waba hasi bia obe per capita kakra bia na sika ni mu yedu, but the omo wa brochi no omo nka enchre omo ba ni say bia obi be ka say okay me monthly salary to say bia obi 1 year salary sa na bia obi be ka no. Now we rent a month, no, and also you'll be 1 year, now be 2 years in Ghana. Until you balance here.
Okay,
like,
that's a good point.
Yeah, just like Okano, unse yenyasika no Ghana near compared to dollar.
Yeah.
Now, who America now say or China, who the Chinese yuan. Until Argentina, or compare Chinese yuan to Ghana cedis. You don't get paid in Ghana cedis. Na hano de ubenya na no ane o cost a ube spending averagely no ube who say the same. And I think say acquiring wealth here no edding pa say bia ube so tena brochi na bobra. I don't think it's a joke, because me say be many abrofo ni din komo me be a me won many abrofo na even conform wo UK kromo complaining about the way economy ni sitie wo UK nti na say bi omo nyina omo obi atutu kwan so okope bibia ye nti me hu ni say Ghana ne pa ti nyame ye adom na it be nyasa financial wisdom na I think say Ghana ni bit me make pa aka me work no I mean sure
over it I say over Jan it I say Pablo wajira hache kasa
Mr. Obeng, me that's it. That's also.
Yes, I was.
Chiabusuya nyina na etechire ha na yetie bia na na ye nua ba ko kase ye mfa mba ne mra emma no dodo na de program we mu no mani se da nyi ho
Pablo
emma no odo mani ji ho Mr. Obeng, seriously say ye nyina ya ware ye hu ma na dwen kakra Omani said that just no more. This is a member na.
When I walk out,
I'm yana make them story. Asset no na ye ka ho asem kakra. Em say eti e woni de aboya ma ye gusu re-strategize it, because initially no said that ye can ye discuss share dime do dan ye for apartment e discover body, but ye hwe amount na ye de be shame na ansa na ye nya income na high nti say you diversify kakra na miss me put it across for now mako into me go into agriculture me tie doctor for Ghana we medical practice no as you say or go into farming coconut farming.
Okay.
We're making a big time. I heard interviews with Wasisi hotels where the coconut farm it's like very nice. And Osha income coconut na the Brenna medical doctor or Ghana where farming now you can imagine. Inti me share no na me share other farmers almost ye coconut ni bina and who say yeah this is a good project. Inti ama hote me dine kakrama. Do me boss say my boss no ma save dan no say be yan so ni awia no be nsusu nya too much enti when your land be 50 acres they say me so me be start coconut farming ni bia
now turn away
me turn Ashanti Agogo area.
Okay.
Agogo area yeah 50 acres enti obi interest wo mu no person will go into bia land na I think say kakra da so available. Like they are holding betimi ne yaje no ntie bi da so ho and price also yeah comparative to where Amidi can talk 4 acres be one acre prices be near they compare what they na and it's good for coconut and all those kind of things and the coconut so now your farm no we are the returns very, very, very huge. Huge. And when you go into coconut now, so you can start with maize. Would be a coconut and cover land within the 2 years, 3 years, with be a maize or farmland and also coconut no be take over. I don't know, so be interested or bet me farmlands and also be interested now.
In this obi pe Pablo number or send me a message. Open so I bet him the number to any panel. I contact him.
Yeah, I think I send a message. Say Mr. Obeme no contact until wait me at the number.
All right. Okay.
And one year creative say be ya bet me any assets ni go pie ni eba who say the night before eba for farm. Yes, establish we are so many things over the same land and also.
That's right.
Rearing could be so many other things.
That's it.
Encourage you who say farming the next year betting your boa.
Wow.
Wow, interesting enough. Mr. Obin, that's it. Any a consider that the my you did 2 and more and also a boy.
Pablo, that's wow. A quarter 50 acres. 50 acres, that's an asset.
Yeah.
It's an asset. How you be? Of course, I was a bema. Why do you move, baby? You started 10 acres. Why do you not start here? Work. Plants be better. The house required the one.
Yeah. That's an bad house.
That's right.
That's right. Next year,
thank you, sir. All right. Yao Kaza. Yao.
Odipo legend Katachi Mr. Obendafon. Yamisha. Echawa Yume.
Hey. Yo. Reyozo Yao. The host Bernard also, but was every so Bernard join again.
Yeah. Legend Yamisha.
I guess every network is stable. Koso.
That's it. Nanka me forma da ba later me journey me sorry na ma hu se abala na mdo adi. Bi me yesa ka me gina chiri na anka ma monitor instruments no hu se de flight engineers na ya. But in term no Abiaba was at least questions be or why baby sana ye jinchiri mu kakra na ja. Ye hu se de my tise no be obi so me hu se no be bisa audition ba why see ya mpacho na me say me monitor instruments no worry said the flight engineers na that anti boss income generating asset me percent ka ye cast ye ni back I don't know ni padodo a omo we are no from my perspective but yeah ye tena kurase no in person ke cast ye ni back ni hwe from nyoma bia mi hu yes obi nso hu ne sa on say ye we kurase no na ye grandparents eba no omo ye koko omo do koko omo do abe eno na omo de survival eno na ye omo japade omo de si dan bu ohu tumi si eho tinsia efie kesia the whole generation omo petram obi yewo efie bebre wo mikro ma mi village wa eye tinsia edana twahia yeah nipa ba ko na si ye obeko na na yere no be 3 bibisa the last time na bibisa me ma me say edan we find the see o say nipa no wo nu aboni din e say no ye de adwuma o say no ye kuani na bisa no we so o say sa no ye de adwuma no ye kuani we no ye kua sa na am say okay onu a me ko that questions na no hu de me pesa me chere ntina ebi o ha no yi na ni ama me kakra but na me pesa me twena agency so say de na ye nkrofo no ni dia na omo wo no na e wo soro but ye mu na ye di akire no there was a break somewhere inti ama ye ntumi antapo into the knowledge and until na masisi ano ye bre no but looking at it from omo side no, I would say omo eye japade no wie yɛmfa sɛ koko abɛ na sɛ omu wu a yɛkyɛ japade na obo sɛ obi wetumi de asisi a na sɛ bibi sɛ abusua na ɔmo agye afiri ebi a nuclear family no ɛhɔ na ama nkwara na na sɛ ɔbaa na bɛyɛ yaya mɔbɔ na ɔmo brɛ nti idea foforɔ nso ba sɛ no yɛde obi kɔ school so a yɛkɔ training na adwene sɛ bɛyɛ ɔba ɔbɛnya adwuma ayɛ na ɛno no on rely on ne papa agyapadeɛ bi a ɔde bɛma no na nka abusua bi kɔgye a wayɛ mɔbɔ nti na kyerɛ sɛ ɛno no owu a ɛyɛ ne asset a ɔno ɔde akɔ obi antumi ngye mfiri ne nsam nti mimi hu bibi saa sɛ saa nana ɛbɛduru yɛ maame mo so na ɛba no saa na ɔmo kyerɛ nti yɛn nso subconsciously ɛbɛpeke saa adeɛ no sɛ ne school no na ɛyɛ the ultimate nti na kyerɛ sɛ yɛtwa saa nimdie no a ɛyɛ kuyayɔ no yɛ na ɔmo de building mansions no yɛtwa saa nimdie no agyae but mehwɛ yɛn no nso ɔmo hyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɔmo kɔ school no yɛ ɔmo bɛyɛ teachers ɔmo bɛyɛ engineers ne wei na ɔmo yɛ adwuma gye pay no ɔmo anhyɛ da mbɔ bra te sɛ deɛ mpanimfoɔ na ɔmo do kuya na ankasa no bɔɔyɛ no because ɔno akɔ aba si ayɛ 2-3 rooms maximum 4 but deɛ odo kuya na ankasa no ɔno no bɛyɛ kyinsia o edan a atwa ahyia wohwɛ ebi wɔ hɔ a bɛyɛ 2 acre land na esi so na agyi esu nyina no wa cement inside nyinaa de bi wɔ hɔ koraa o yɛyɛ disco koraa na yɛde hɔ na dan no movie house nti ɛdan efie no ne doors yɛ bɛyɛ 3 nti yɛ close ha na yɛde baako ayɛ gate aha na abɛfa to kwa ɛhɔ no nti family na ɔmo ti fie hɔ no deɛ ɔmo bɛhwɛ movie no free show but ne nyinaa no na yɛ nimdeɛ yɛ a ɔmo de ɛyɛ saa nneɛma no nti school no anka wɔsɛ ɛbɛboa ma yɛ improve upon this kind of traditional knowledge no school no bɛka te yɛ off saa knowledge no ɛna ɛma sisi ano yɛabɛka nsensɛm yɛnim si yɛkɔ sɛ yɛsan yɛkyi o ɛna yɛwɔ yɛ nan saa nti ɛhɔ no I think say ya clear hɔ no because nipa dodoɔ no mo kasa wɔ so na me ta kyerɛ me tie ni nyinaa obi ɛka agric and I think say sankofa yɛnchi na ya mpanimfoɔ ka no adwen no aba yɛni aba yɛn ho so a yɛkɔ ba na sisi a no yikuta nimdeɛ nso a yɛde kɔ nti deɛ ɛbɛyɛ nya yɛ no big nti ɛno ti na platform we no deɛ oba so a na kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ asset nti ɛna yɛ discussing income generation in generating asset a yɛn nipa dodoɔ na ɛka ne nyinaa no in fact it's in line and the fact of our platform we so nkoa no or asset no so baako no you say the most important asset for the human being is the mind. So once you develop it, say on trained mind and asset no everything ɛbɛbɔ fam nti boss na kyerɛ sɛ ɛhɔ no waklɛ hɔ no ama yɛda ase bebree na another me question baako
a quick question we me interject say on say your tradition bi so say of asefo de di ade no nti no say me say me only bema it me sisters the 5 me of asefo bebree. It is those days the be the busua asase jawa ultimi emfa asase no emma umawo so se wo anyi bibi ama wo ma no a na say wo de busua asase na wo de generate bibi na wo free mu a ebusuafo no entitled to asase no enti yen yesu yekwe e wo se ehu say your tradition bi o ha emfe ba ya e wo se yi ehu free mu enti na no me do me were abusua asase a me de aye niema e wo se me se me am sumi tobi e no de me nim se me yire ne me ma me wele ama wo so we have to change certain things e wo se study ni nyina na ye hu se ne yesu be on that angle. Okay, thank you.
Excellent boss ohun say na me can say sisi an ye ko back by the Nimdia Neko. Also, Mr. Abuajen so I confirm Moses here anti Yadanasi. Not just a no. No, you can't as I can't say more. What's a cultural transformation? Say culture no. You will see developing from the culture. Into say you will practices do what yeah. Na eboa culture no mu a ye big na no so na ya exponsiate no na ye de no abeka ye ho de bi wo ho so a enya na ye yi afiri ba ye de no sisi ano ye nim se wo UK se wo America no na ma sisi ano e distort ye nkaka but still na ye beko once when be ba ho so say we say would different grounds knowledge no from grounds na de kono ebefa enti my question na make no minimum me my condition no mu sa you can be say formal any informal my hear me difference no boss because as a Ghana ni krom ho no atwa no ma butu you can formal e wo Ghana formal no mu makoye informal and informal na be formal for instance to say the can traditional knowledge ne even in cash generating assets na you can farming ne and put the young fan on to Chinese say to say oh can you couldn't cast to say the can see here just say informal meanwhile a new moment na ni padom 80% and over of the population you know etiase o betumi dia ye bibi but it's time chain bi a yakofa hye yenkon any atari bi a ye pese ye pam hye ye enkoye so still ye pese ye pam hye ninti no ye say no mu ye informal enti say abrante no ye free school mu piepe opede ye formal no so nya adwuma enti ho no na me say me pese me bisa na senka obetumi ati yemu a free ani so kakra wati ani so kakra ma ya aje say informal ne formal no economy no yes e bi e formal bi e informal but the ma hwehwe ma hu so ne say if the omofra no informal no enu momu ho momu so na be ma wa nya ska no ho na be generate income na ma wo no nti eno no na ehu hia se be frɛ no formal informal no bi ma na the boss bwa no ho kakra mpacho
on say mukuro ho se bibi e on say British say bibi e non British almost minority ethnic meboa
yeah
nti so mo yusu sa brofo na ma wo ho da those broni trim no na ye main no ya ka bi anye nti wo no sebe opefa ho die pa de a eno na waka no ka the former should be the yenye de na boa ye na nkofo bebre tiase
okay
anka informal na ye de wo no de baaye no so nti se menua no ko school na so wonte brofo no timi twerɛtwi a I don't know aka so no ye informal na de o ka brofo no momu no a wono no ntimi fa nye hwe no ko brofo aka ntimi fa ntene so do no koto ho bondo a aloke no a odi ko ye kua na wono de aye ya wotimi ahwe ne ma na wa mokro no ye informal ko se broni ne ka zanze mu no kire yen
boss na asama okay
legend
asama okay so okay na the definition of the formal language no less personal it the person ti wa really feel so what you feel your personality na cause where you feel it say if formal language is less personal na informal no you casual and spontaneous almost any what tricky okay what that was
and we crowd I the papa job is not can be case on say yanon foi ene wo mo institution system ni na o build e twa enwe hia ni na ma ye feel ade bia say aye local on say content the word local no ma wo bibia tantantan wo de the local language what do you the local people the locals in another perspective no to reduce you so we local it idea no to go school near the Charles African kindergarten na you cut was local language local people the local community quickly it shut down but on no chrome London hardly so better when we use a word to describe the natives of locals.
That's right.
In America, I mean, this is to be the local people. Either we use a word that a package citizens, the netizens, so on. The people of America, but one day the locals now or media not so propagated because of the educational setting, or you see a word moment because the local farmers, it means in Kurasi for a year for Obiatu New obey fool. It Ebemu boo and it is a Ghana na yedi and Chino and a ya born a board the freeze was sea salt. Na Wababe room, yes, control monopolize no. Quickly, almost say, and Trino would you know, and a born young class of one and yet civilized. It may refine and then a year be it. That was salt companies in the Babaji had never done for 1 and 7 or 7. The wood year, as a class of 1 year man. Yes, until my uncle refine and it's here the ma womb. And then to didn't turn out yam, normally preservative or gumas are brave. A year the same.
Was it Bruni? Namecrano, may say, who's autis a China knee, Cambro for us or Tia, Unsreno, my boy.
Dabi.
We are Ghana ni, on us as autobrofo. Millions of freedom, so what is a woman be Cambrofo? That's what tea now, sir. When you're free.
What that? Yes. Boss, now we have
problem. A seminar walk on the import no so far.
Yeah.
You brought or catty because the same thing, Ushia channel no camera for no tea, seminar walk on our or tea. And son was say this is a dictator because Brofuna ye de who na ye mark your Brofuna yet and no kahon. Near informer, no bones were both to an annual election. You cost station your motor camera for the British. I'm saying we might be dead. We had discussion more and no more discussing. Tomorrow is a development is in discussing these things. So when you finish discussing these processes, actually say we develop. But said they all formula. And yes, a discussion okay. So me jumana me and for so be na baso. Long enti me say especially my school no we so typical cycle no say we bi o camera phone kran o tia nya no so the judge na catch on the bro
na legend where dem injuano legend minjuano America Ghana ni bit was see adwin say abro bi o ti America bi aka brofo ha enso Spanish ni wadi 30 years to abrofo no want o matimi apushi am na the second language e America Spanish.
Spanish, yeah.
It's what Ghana was here. And in fact, I think the generation on this form. And you mean as I come from Kramani, the only time I come from is over Tiasan American. And me were intention to say Bruni on Kanya is over Kasamana would do. Debbie, on your bida. It me some brofokram said that I'm finding it difficult, said the American members of Tiasi. Intentional and I just say
grammar no crano. Yaw, muna monte breathing ho, abrofono grammar no monte.
Ho,
boss, but what me Brony be a metani needing come up. Was it me? I speak better English than him. Even him or no British or English. If he wills. I say me come from Papa Channel. I'm saying na dian panti na your Ghana no more higher sir. One thing I realize
me teach.
One me say what to me a subject verb agreement. Okay, Cambums and so wow. But you know say what me who say na okay and crofobes now there but on the grounds no brofune ma waduane ndi o there your friend former no it is not what will make you rich and when the ayama why to be di and ya hu bebre me nkodi akiri enko emme cancer me de me life na ebe ye cancer mfato ho da bi sa when me twan a waste of time ma hu krofo bebro mu di manimu a o ma ye bia ankosi aga nti di ntina wo sa me so me koye bi
Enti no. But idea ba kun so am realize wo ha kra ne say Polish guys be omo ha adwen obi wo ha omo nya correct. Uchi omo a onka go mu zo ye tuntum a omo ba je omo ho to say the way. But me encounter with all these guys ni nyina no, even Eastern Europeans omo monte borofo ankasa no. Me encounter with omo nyina no. Me no omo ye fine. Obi a me share no bia no, I say ye wo this connection to kasa easily. And me of abisam say I didn't go no mpel masem because omo ha no. I'm say I put myself in their shoes. I speak just like them. Me monitor omo. So oka borofo no na is oka no ape. Me so me ka kire na make the same thing. Enti ama omo hu ne say me no omo ye pe. Ba yo hu say u de oka no nye na wo be kan papa kire na eno de enu.
I say my kill omo. Ade ba ko pa o say omo net says omo te brofo no omo have to deal with it. So
a big problem. A big problem. But boss, the me then say on the individual front no. Oya yetie ade we nyina nkanka bo a wote Ghana. On the individual front, which me overcome ade we a obeko. Because there be American me we SS, we SHS. Na me ton adro. Me within 1 year, me ton adro no 1 year and I me go invest. Me fa workers too. But me we school, me we invest no. Na me try CV. This is the system what you couldn't go. They say, and I mean to adro na nya brofo. Adro no dia brofo no me de ko kan ho nyoma. Ene yare ho nyoma. But me ko grounds na me ko ton etwi eyesafi local language no. Eno na me ndi ne nkrofo no kasa. Eno na na e ma miska no. And me kasa me ko school. Men no me be bram tuto e nyina ma mbo me parents kra man ye. But me ko ba ye. Yes, me ko ba ye no na me trace TV. Nti me tena house am to catch them say school na yes come na. Nti boss the nti am me bisa sa formal ni informal no. Eno na sa ade we no. Because what we term as formal in Ghana no say e bi dia ye a e kro no. Te bi dia ye a e kro no. Te say de na yakoyi obi a yeso kan borofo chen obi build industries no. So adwuma na ye pa ya nka ye bedwen ho. Good. I heard the yanko. And see, you pay your my industries, you pay your cambro. Profu so cry, you be share brofu ya. Yes, I brofu no more come into the airban. Into what we term as former in Ghana.
Good to see you.
What we tell as former in Ghana, no. So the book up hard ya, just a bokro no.
Yeah,
me baby am free band me hu omo de former no aye yes and informer no ye hwe ni that's the boss.
Yeah, that's it. Steven Kasakakra.
Boss,
we can wrap up in the next 10 minutes. We have about 2 people more, so.
Yeah, okay.
Bacho Kasa.
That's pa. Ahomachi kakra no sorry. No sorry. Be share and I'm sure say na program name ba so no ma da kakra no sorry. So do be ya na wa shi catch so say program dey cost okra. The start here na VPN and so having. Was it kind of normal block BB VPN yeah they get access. And so having pa and as it says so go so my information yeah that's a papa. Yeah, kakra bi na be the back count say I had to say systems no more a designer in Brofo no. Omo your margin so be gum. The no more na was say yema yeni anything. Yeah, yema yeni anything near the infant. To say yeah, or this year by eka about locals no in your money say no. When we free say oji uhudi. To say yeah de bia no o say and cry say we have to find ourselves and identify ourselves say Africans. So mo bana say omodi edin between us say locals na nyama see eji ho dia en haye be brave. They say product we where locally made we local people. Yeah, no, meaning something evil, but you bet me at 10, you know. Now, yeah, promote it, yeah, but in that big, I see, yeah, who deeper because I think say even cry China had no more say, you know. Yeah, sometimes no more cry at you or more to say, oh, we no more a local of this place, but no, okay, or money because when him say, or Jin Hoodie, and no produce BB Papa, it's no a ya and hano. First, and not in never way a hammer power, who oko school be more na parents, and then Colani be, oh, ni how hair, oh, yeah, black, dodo. But impression behind is almost real. But obe no must say ude na I had to say near as a oh fairly inferior. But the more I meet this topic that could be stuff to just build my my belief in myself, you know. I think the oka side na hamidio. But I am the oh identify me say me a black person. Wow. I remember one time because yeah demo class be one baby. Now I started hey when you tumo when you black or what kind of Chinese when you are here hey Thai hela Cambodia. Oh, when you mean who know how the one now be sharing a serial call on Mosana Colabi Bame or Canada they say, hey, you how here we are black or me who I'm saying thank you. Oh, now to me say na
ni some so hey.
Yes, but na environment in the because they were expecting me say I feel embarrassed. And now almost so ebi omwenye ebi kakra ewo parents ni mu no so when they say oh as this akolani ka say ni wo but they saw say I said yeah me many enwu hwe I was so proud. Now fe utubu say mood ni nyina mu asesa na fe respect na akosoro. Enti afe no me hu say two things. One, so mukasa ade we ya na ehame no. One ehame ankasa de bia na medwe ho. But they see me building me was say blacks in the cry come back cry come back cry see obia. It will come cry that fe de be liaja fe be come be apa person more kind of because yeah thank you I'm a black person. Like many J say because I'm more confidence I feel baby I'm be ready me to be the right. And they see I on the mayor they say me building me home send be ya send ya you need Kwame ten be an all day bash and you bet to see near my year. You better to see near my year because this is not the environment I'll bet to me raise the kids and yet environment because who pay in the area when you're more information I call out they'll be trading about qua unim said you'll bet me handle in your manner. It's a home is home. You fear and fear. It's no you are Kwame or can be a bit because I no crepa or shay and cry the papa. It's in a Mariciano. I had to say plan air course. Now you are Kwame pushy say and you're fast and no yet at the papa they be a major hopper. It's no miss no menam sa quine munina. It's no Yamaka say we are some baby idea baby or moji and pan Africa. It's I was saying you baby a young generation or young and Kodan. By a dream say, oh, me the menya misika, oh, menya bibika cry to try me home, be okay. Future no unimia on money be fame. If you cry Bible now, you see a Christian country, they cry. I have some examples be brave ma, Otibu say, Joseph Okonya baby share on your position, and none in Niaji. The Niaji because at that moment in the whole tunnel, by Shesania na for a baby. So it's a wow fear, a wow fear. It's a quiet befast in a building and fear. I am said on the bubble. I say, building a fear year. I feel you all be there for holidays, sir. And you open our Becca. Send our environment here. No, sometimes it speaks more.
That's right.
Obeje say if you cry honey, oh yeah, whiter or treatment are different because of perception of what the fire home will fear. So Janiano Muso Mujani or mobile ye fear honomo. It is a yes, stay a fear the attitude in the year. Sometimes the woman has a Becca Bibre. The environment is not to be Casa more at the Maya.
Absolutely.
It's in the many Americans said the more or more building works around us just to degrade us. See a year, it doesn't amount how harsh the word is. Into the break here.
That's right.
Yeah, break here. Into the encouragement. I'm the Maya who say Africa, maybe I will be no send a new Kwame and Mr. Ben that you are saying crying. Yeah, you making plans, you making it here now. Yeah,
That's right. So yeah, that's it.
That's it. Mr. Ben, one more thing in part of my say, oh, your friend is say, WhatsApp group. But if you also make me a casa group, just to learn more.
Okay. Just send me another hi. I will send you the link.
Yes.
Okay, Steven. Thank you.
Okay.
Legend.
Yeah,
Legend.
That's it. We have 2 more people and we will have the 30. Odi Brain. Majogaza. Odi Brain Kasa.
Moving Kasavia.
So, okay. Kofi Bachokasa.
Yo, Mr. Ben, me pacho. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, me chia wunu a telephone panels online na.
Yo, Kofi.
Before Mekasa na say a dowas na Ghana for no be oti obi a new radio dwuma we na nyame shra because to be amikase we say we hu obi ohun obemo afutuo no. Any nipa ye nipa power we are seeing because obi asori ye adwuma obi akoba bata futu ya ade bia no boarding so obi o pere otwa no ho abrabo mu saa no but sebe ebra na obonye se onyere ne hu but afutu kakre bi pe a obenya na abrabo ne beye de ebetene no obi kro nim so ohwe no na osere no on kan che ne se wahu but wo no wa fasa so de na to so se kwan na mso a sebe ochine bi kra impen ye brim ye nka ye mobo no wokyerɛ ɛne to obi sua bia obi tiw bia obɛka sɛ sɛbe ne ho enkenya no anasɛ adwen bi mba ne tirim so onye bi na ɛkyɛ sɛ nipa no hia deliverance anasɛ obi ɔsɛ ɛde ko psychiatric na ɛhwɛ na adwen mu nti yɛda wase paa me de ɛhyɛ wo kran sɛ bɔmmɔden ana mengyae na nyame bɛhyira wo papaapa nhyira no nso bi bɛka wo asefo sɛ ɔfa ɛyɛ ɛse asɔfo adwuma yes, yes, for argument in Yamisha pa. Na me can be so far, Madame Foudier or no can far, yeah, be before no. I think say yeah, before you too quiet, some inferior complex and a wild dream because Abrofano one will intimidate you, especially when you have the scalar. They intentionally they want to compete. One more competition is just to intimidate you. Into unhu saa scenario na when we need one your friends of competition no and one hu na say hu so was scale be you have some ab obetumi aye bibi because abrochi wo ba obehu so mo go school abrochi abrofo no mo go school me din kan go school UK na sisi am wa America ha say me ba me de material go me say me ye PhD obekọ India fo ne China fo nko an go. It's all bad job market now. The only thing they have to compete with you is your skin.
Yes, because they know that you are more qualified. Yeah.
Yes, into no one so we build this tough confidence and say it's not about skin, it's about skill. Tinipan can be big crowd is in a bracket. Now I said it. No, I said it. And I will have fun familiar jovial way be manipanum saying you all can you are very resilient towards it. Into me now she a bad man and watch and say yes we be bini but no unim no nim afi basa na umayedi okasa no be at you. I say why be you want that person be to them because na ne omo dwen ente sa anti afuto me de be man no na me can we am sanso kasa nya me nshira pa nshira yo bye
Kofi that's it pa yo anditili oba no akọ me sure say is the ote
mete won kapa mpamacho mechiachi mu nyina mpanifo
anditili ye also
yo ni so bi ahoye na nyame ase
yes
me pacho nyame me pesa meka efa ne topic ho no ne say me kasa ma me nua maanom a yɛwɔ akwantum a yɛyɛ adwuma a yɛde yɛn sika nyinaa tɔ ntoma ne lace ne ade ne yɛde agu dan mu no ɛno nyɛ agyapadeɛ ɛnyɛ agyapadeɛ baako koraa nti sɛ woyɛ ɔbaa dabi a metaa ka sɛ US ha deɛ menim ne sɛ mmaa no sika fa mmaa nsɛm paa ɛwɔ kurom ha because saa home care no mmaa ɔbaa tumi hwɛ bɛrima otumi san hwɛ ɔbaa nti tam biara no mmaa no wɔ adwuma yɛ nti sɛ wote kurom yi mu na sɛ sikasɛm no sɛ otumi hwɛ wo sikasɛm yie a nneɛma tumi ɛkɔ ntɛntɛm ma wo seriously nti sɛ ɔyɛ ɔbaa na sɛ ɔwɔ laayi so na sɛ wotie mi sɛ ɔbɛn daako na yɛayi ne sɛ meyɛ adwuma na meyɛ adwuma paa nti no ɛwɔ sɛ metɔ biribi ma me ho to asase ma wo ho to fɛnse fa ho wokɔ Ghana na sɛ wo maae koraa na sɛ wopɛ sɛ ɔtena Ghana asase koraa da hɔ no na ɛbo ɔba so so yɛka sɛ wahu kakra saa no ne kwan sɛ wotena kura mu na aka sɛ te sɛ ma retire ansa magye mahome ahomte paa nti me nuanom maa momɛyɛ hwɛ sikasɛm so yie na ano mekɔɔ hospital yɛsɛ mini vitamin D obi a mfi Africa deɛ ɛdɛ mini vitamin D because wofiri dɛm a no awura kaa mu wofiri kaa mu no awura adwuma mu na kyerɛ sɛ back and forth saa wonni hwee na kyerɛ sɛ nti sɛ yɛ a na yɛbɛtena mu sɛ yɛ a so nti momma yɛmmea ne mmra yɛn ho so na mmaa no yɛnya ntotɔ no na yɛnsie yɛ sika wahu because wotɔ ntoma a na sɛ wopɛ sika ayɛ adeɛ ntoma no tɔ no 500 a wokɔ akɔtɔn a wɔanya koraa na ebi yɛ 150 so nti mom yɛnsie sika na yɛntumi mfa nye yɛn ahome mehu sɛ obi wɔ kura mu wɔsi meyɛ millionaire me retired the age of 40 a ɛnyɛ sɛ biribi extraordinary bi na ɔyɛ yi o wɔnim how to manage money ɛna nti watumi akɔ n'anim saa wɔn nti momma yɛmma yɛn ani mmra yɛn ho so na yɛhwie sikasɛm yie ɛna deɛ mbasa de aka ho biom so ne sɛ momma yɛnya self confidence sɛ me sɛ menam hɔ sɛ woyɛ buroni sɛ woyɛ green woyɛ yellow adwuma a meyɛ sɛ me sɛ mɛka m'adwene akyerɛ wo a menidi w'atɛm but wo tuntum wo kɔkɔɔ no a woyɛ no mehu koraa I don't see it.
That's right.
Because me no mmienu wo gyina hɔ a mehu difference ɛwɔ me no mmienu mu saa na m'adwene no akɔ akɔduru ɛwɔ nti obi bi a ɔyɛ madamfo no na nsɛnke bi a me ne yɛ adwuma ɔse maate me ne ɔhyiaeɛ no nneɛma bi asesa wɔ m'abrabɔ mpa menya confidence ɛwɔ me mu na I'm say yes you need to build yourself up to a certain standard a memo bia limit o say me kura de me hu kura say me tuntum o for some reason me hu no me no mu shia me hu say me tuntum kura because asma wo de beba no sa asem na na me so me di be shia na me di shia so go afa kura me kan wi na hu ne wo hu ansa amfa ma me because my dina asem ne hu ansa na me no wo ba beka.
That's right.
So, self confidence because you any packet to any packet to a crack nipa tuntum. Say nipa tuntum who ni power ya and come more be to us back okra. And as a sergeant is a winya, baby I will be a baby. Baby be a would be a baby because just who color. Who color. Now only passes at the moment I be who you are no. Nobody can intimidate you.
That's right.
Mama yan share hunting pa na yambu yani mu bibia so ma yan pay attention to the obi bia na yan hu say yan kasa we are more than enough. Yan ma wia so yetimi tena wia so yetimi tena awom yetimi tena bibia nipa kokko betena Africa or kwate so cheche. We are so powerful. Yeah, powerful nti mama ma yan toto yan ho ase kura. Tiani emeso kakra meka no.
Yes, madam.
Legend, quick
Yes,
one. Oh, dear Mr. Antitili Kayano.
Yes.
Vitamin D na okano. O Ghana, awiano keka una no pa awiano. Eno kra be ma was ebe solve sa problem no kra ma.
Okay.
Anopa awia early morning sun. It will solve that problem. Natural. But the luxury we no. Sometimes because of systems be a yeah and the idea say sika wo bi kuro mutini. Ama you sa luxury we nyina. And then now guy back electricity and kidney what. I was listening, but in fact I haven't researched into those things. But then what I know about kidney failure, for Ghana, and it's a majority of those cases are chronic conditions. And chronic conditions, no, it means it take time answer aba. Estatia kakra is degenerative. Kakra. There's a free 6 months. Could do or 15 years. Chronic condition conditioner develop over a long period of time. But what's it? I know a term I demand Arabia develop over a long period. To say AIDS, acquired immune deficiency syndrome. When you HIV virus now, a bit take time, sometimes even 15 years, and start developing into AIDS. So because of the long onset, the long period that they show symptoms, anything you can say a chronic. And ebu also by unya organism na dana ubehu, and I say within a few weeks, and we are kind of acute. But chronic, because a year long onset, you need a long period to research into it to find out what is causing it. And a bit me a lot of factors and a can boom across it. And so some of the claims, oh yeah, you have to talk like a scientist. You just have to leave gaps. Yeah, with me, escape. And wouldn't mean pinpoint to say exactly this, but you can say this will contribute to it. And we know say drug metabolism, the two places are metabolize most of our drugs are taking a liver and then kidney. And so Oko Hospital, doctor number say, oh no my drubia, your kidney is already under stress, and so or mawa or alternative this one is metabolized by the liver, and so what the another amount. Internet you can self-medication a issue I can't go for NTRCM. The doctors know said do we air corner, saying a bayer liver, no, saying a bayer kidney, no. Chrome has a diabetes, what diabetes are. What I say so now, they will monitor your kidney and then your liver. The renal function test, liver function test over weeks near her say and affect features nimubia. Now affecting a crowd to what extent? Good, but I know a problem back when you could more. Yeah. Baby, I'm here. You man say seriously. Yeah, check those things. May be a minimum or diabetes, hypertension, or me and I may order my for those things, no man. But
so
generally,
you say
contribute a lot of the times. Yeah, no baby or one cancer one.
Okay.
And you can say that one able to me contribute because if the kidney is supposed to eliminate those things, that's a low pressure now. You will be a friend pyelonephritis. Infection will be how John so to me a general hosa uncle John so a bear reflects it back to the kidneys and it will cause infection. And continuously a twice a contribute to we share my scientific to me explaining. So I have many factors, but individual don't mean being one can say
who nipa we na man by who here thorough research. And because chronic nintino who have a lot of time to do those things. Yeah, claims in go higher. Yeah, careful. And yes, that cause of panic. Panic na kasa cry no so it me man panic. And yeah, sure no yeah, doctors no ho be no madra ho doctor no. We dey wakoto kura bisa ne say ado we me nom ne say pharmacists no ho. Bisa they have all you say those drugs no, synthetic drugs no, they come with issues, but once you take them as prescribed, no, you know, so at least you've reduced the risk of these complications, no. And na kakra meka afa no ho. That's
so. Yes, boss, me short one we were until the now me say
perfect.
You been idea. Me say na me small one be one until the end. No say na no can no. Any I wa abrochire no so no. Say e be e da me be mu papa na yetimi aye financial education kakra e wo ha say also say e also be a discount to ho about what type of accounts are obetimi and as dividends, stocks and bonds nneema obetimi ato because the promo no e my e promo me hu say enye adwuma a omuye enema omu ewusika. You know, they all raise shares and bonds na omu borrow against it. It is financial be a person e bagana say so okay, so this can be to be a CD account man as a checking account, a savings account man. Return saying the wunya on how long now this can be to. But there are some dividend yielding stocks near there. It be as I don't know the scanner, it be a gumina wunya or returns no prana. Ultimately the statue project or Ghana was scanner so it was a yield compound a amount. It's in the crown or hiti business no crown say. Ekosnagi and as a wunya problems still there is money here working for because already no you the inside movie and the they benefit I was saying second near the fire you might be in UK, you might be in Germany, acquire almost fast or scan. I was seeing strange because you be drew approach no not still I live with any embassy believe to say any area embassy believe say or Ghana engineer wundi ye na BBI basa until see education almost wa a quite almost so mudi na yet translated the akwe chrome never committee.
Fantastic. For that say oh house see escafondo so musi esca ho so ya
Mr. Boaji na dividend economy no so crash abe ne dey.
Oh, I say only a better time near you because Omama who say over 600 years, 800 years. Omu no rule we are see as almost can the trade your baby. Intika idea omu economy no a crash here. And can you omu for even Obia no Saudi Arabia tuning oil. Japan, no first world countries, you know, you see almost Canada get trading. I didn't know I must say almost no much so we have to learn because there are people here they don't depend on their income name for 1K so they have stocks and dividends a year the more and their companies no so if you are track record if you are 100 of years and a company they're still in existence and they are producing and they are said that Mr. Obina kind because say you raise billionaire list you know it depends only $1 billion in the and on building companies big raise but we're raising stocks and what shares Amazon shares and so on the world richest man at India. So we have to learn those things and leverage nation and family.
That's right.
Mr. Meno, sir, stocks and bonds, they are volatile. Say your friend say nipa okay nipa tuntuma o America memo. Sika hina ubetimi enya de akoshe stocks and bonds na interest say na ubetimi enya. as part of creative wealth. I mean, maybe once in a while, be stock be with me out on a cheaper. Na aboma
I don't want to take away from this discussion this topic because already now late that there are stocks it be quite $50, it be $100. You can buy one share for $200. It depends on what capacity.
It's $200 and how long they be take it to
Kwame.
Oh,
Mr. Mamin Chefa de we Ajabu Ajene Kwame de Amoka hwede omuni ni nyina will come back to see say the person in question no, are you ready to live in America or you want to go back home and live your life? These are the two things. These are the two things. So person out in America, in fact, you know platform say yes, yeah, so person out in America said you must find a way to invest or how paycheck in a certain way.
That's not what I'm saying. Not getting me wrong. That's my point.
Yes, because says I want America 1 only business idea, 2 only financial education, 3 only take Ghana class system as any country be to build something. The only thing is that you need to find a way to understand where you live as American system. And at the one say now Kwame so can say companies is have bond in here you need to make now FTS any billions of dollars now say over victim dear now by one. But another way is to say companies is Amazon or Home Depot money Costco. This company now is staying in America for so long, like 30 years, 20 years. So imagine say shares to one as what stocks to be now every year beyond pass now say 1% 2%. And yet so we got that savings account and I said that checking account.
Okay.
Or this be no crano. Sika hina wo di ahye mwani ahina wo benya.
It depends percentage people say met me say almost about 1,000 branches. Now say what stocks to be 5% kwana auto no. Yeah no so it depends who sika auto percentage auto ye no. And wo mu rate ade obenya no. Now you open now ye nkese.
Boss Juma wa we Juma wa America bia ni ade bia no. Unim say
strategy. My drink,
your friends are me more
echo to say obi control ni man control
it is a muta continuous discussion
World War II so person can say World War II
time so me kwa na moto
obi da ko betimi akona say ai no ono nkoda akora de wo pa akokoda.
Yeah, hon mono Ghana ya bought one kora.
Amen comedian and kwe.
Body brain kasara me close.
Yo. Kakra me so me be kan one many aji say ya man and the be kan. Em say so this year ba say han kan say I say man the omo masubi. And that say you me aba ya man so ma be kan. Now obeying so that was for this platform and it has been where that many like if I would say that before I even left Ghana, no, it was my everyone said we dream to see Ghanaians working together to try to change the narrative to say to me BB and I say we are inferior. Coming here in America, the people I work with, I am Brown from China. It's rampant, and one of the things in the problem who say in America, Black Americans in the inferior than the whites. strategy. But the inferiority now is more of fear. That's what I see it. They are scared to see, as I say, what they have seen on Discovery Channel, what they have heard on Discovery Channel. It's not what they see when they physically see us. What am I saying? So it is any our Ghana and I say we Ghana who boarding school now unima DSC obi and I say we are DSC obi na the panel bully council just to scare you now. Why is any or no better than you? It's the same tactics I see them doing. You should not see yourself say they are better. And to me, so one thing I've paid attention to Nakwakwe said, when we are trying to advise people about Bible, how the colonial system and the slavery system works now. I think that we give the Abrafo more credit than they deserve. In a sense, it says, "Oh, catch them and say, men and as yen and almost the Bible, seven, Abrafo the Bible when they did ebe dada then at the way no obroni ba ya wo na ne no ote sa kasa na ono no feel proud na on bibini ba ya wo na ne no e feel less inferior or feel less because at the end of the day Bible ke omo be dada ye nanam ben kasa yi kosui obi aka say the ni krum wo hwe ho a dan aka si ani si onyina farmers na ye so to even say is the better about the Bible, I think we should find a better way to direct those points, because it puts inferiority on us.
Okay.
So it puts inferiority on us. And when you are here, you may be aware. Don't try to do what the whites or the black American does. Yeah, culture based on our culture alone. In a form of hard working. It's the same way. And yet you na China for ever in fat and the panel. That's the same way these people also find it. So na free baby and now we are working in better places. So whatever they have to do to frustrate us, they have to do. Yeah, my brother can you when you tomorrow I say the same thing happened to me. Obi to me catch him so do like that. What must say? But can't smoke be near the asset near Kuyanim. Because one yan they build upon it and make you feel inferior.
Sure.
So it's in your own as a beginning. Sometimes they even ask, say, the bad is saying I want to brofu. A bad is saying I want to yes, a bad is saying I want to yes. So, and this ones also goes to schools, Obako school, maybe a brofu to me in Kenya year because more country will fear most didn't know. They want to put a colon into a certain category, say, or speech impediment. And yes, speech impediment, no. If you have a DNA that links you to more than 2 languages, you are superior. But we accept those things into the house. Now the school system, now Kolana school now it's on his record said or ya Kolano was speech impediment. Or ya Kolano was this kind of way. Or ya Kolano. So Obiku Hua, they use that against you regardless of the position and they want to use that to make you feel inferior. So it boils down Ghana ni be free Ghana ababa be do abruchi onini niya bibini e krom ha enkasa on twi me won kura the mindset is onini ekobo abrofo a. And when Obroni, I know you're free because he or she is getting something from you. If they are not benefiting from you, they don't care about you. But what you have to know is that when you pay attention to it. Yes, oh yeah. Open one. Now coffee. Don't try to think, okay, yeah. You me look say, me yet the same thing. I always say, no matter what it happens, racism or racism, or any bipini, in a sense, or you bring them to me. And you say, you're better than me. And there's no way I'll be permissive. That's one thing I make sure say I don't get me put you that one down, not to make me feel inferior. Say so niwa. And I say so because I know say at the end of the day, regardless of what happens, I'll be go for the kind. Appoint you baby, appoint you. And we try go baby, you try. Hey, natural. It don't feel say it's not so about one and they come from the edge about continue. No. Because they are getting something from you.
All right.
So kakra me de beka.
That's it. Okay. Kofi now person can be beat, but the time is almost over. So just say one under 1 minute.
Oh, okay. Your friend is saying, some na you can ask me about other to invest with stock market. Me was say me a crash nipa, but me physical asset too. Me per crime until will be any idea of say we investing into. Say me di misika be ko to bi, but say if I say me sit down, na me say me the hostel, and I'm the rent, and I'm the hotel. I mean say me to me for calculator me make calculate say month me say no what that to me that. So
you have control.
Yeah, and you know, I think say you will be any.
Okay, no, that discussion you can have when I'm gone.
Yeah.
Especially more
yeah. You.
Are we moka mfa go baby a mutual fund Ghana treasure bills do ha.
Yes, yeah, abroje for the car, o yet abroje emi abroje nko na odi Ghana nko ya.
Mo fa mo de yeah, Tony ko bi ha.
Omo to ko se ni ai kai ba ya yimu.
What a bro.
Go 100 baht. The hard truth necessary man the laziest man's approach to wealth creation. Just the stocks, everything is being you think creative wealth. A volatile.
Me say me kwa with my discussion. I want to put on God.
Kwame.
Boss.
One thing I've realized, okay, boss, you better okwan na.
Legend, good night.
Yeah, the something that that's